It's not the usual intro. It's not any of the fancy stuff we're all used to, the music and the lights and the Rich Swan saying total nonstop impact at the end. We're not doing that, but it's the co-stream. It's the simulcast between Smash This Podcast and Total Nonstop Impact. Action Impact. Fuck, I'm all over the place. God damn it, J-Bone. Can we get both intros loaded into one profile so I can just do back-to-back intros next time that happens?
Well, you got to talk to our, the guy that puts all that stuff in there.
Our director of authority production. I guess
it's the DOS, the director of Scum.
Director of Scum. Kalon, who's supposed to be doing that, but yeah, whatever. We'll take care of it. But I feel like we should play something. It didn't have the energy like it usually does, guys. But anyway,
do we still have the Kalon?
Do we have the Kalon? We gotta play something. I guess we could play. I guess we could play this.
What the foul did you do?
That's great. That's pretty much what happened with the intro. All right. Anyway, this is Total Nonstop Impact and
Smash This Podcast.
And this is Trent along co-host J-Bone, Bill, Alicia, and Uncle Mark. And we're doing the No Surrender 2021 review and discussion for what just went off the air on Impact Plus. Guys, what a hell of a show. This was very interesting. This was the ending, especially. We're going to talk about all of it, guys. If you join us for the watch along, you pretty much got the live reaction from Jay and Bill and myself popping in and out. Mark was in and out. Alicia was in and out for a little bit. So we were all in there for a little bit. And thank you to everybody who did join us for that. So we appreciate you guys hanging out, all the cheers, subs, bits between both channels. For those who don't know, just to clarify, for the Impact Plus specials, we simulcasted between Total Nonstop Impact and J-Bone Smash This Podcast. So we co-stream to YouTube's, and then Jay's gets the Twitch because we can only do 3 at a time. So that's how we kind of do it for the specials. Pay-per-views is all on TNI. So just to clarify that for everybody. But cool. Everybody doing good. We're fun. That was kind of fun hanging out together watching that, huh? Bill?
It's a good time.
That was good. That was big, Trey.
Bill was fired up. Bill was fired up during this, guys. He was guns blazing.
Yeah, if you want to talk like the 4 big shows, this felt like it was one of them. If they keep putting out these monthly specials like this, I don't think we can just call them like the 4 big ones anymore. It's every month now because these are huge shows. Like, we'll go over it. We did not have a title change tonight, which is kind of surprising. Title changes with how big it felt. It almost felt like there was going to have to be a title change, but there was enough other action going on for sure.
There was quite a bit. Alicia, you and I were not in on this bracket deal at all. I don't think we got in on any of the bracketing these guys did.
I would have lost anyway. I'm terrible at things like
that. But I think I did terrible. I don't remember.
Did you do terrible, Mark? Because you and Jay had competition going on, right?
Yeah, Jay's got my picks. I didn't write them down.
Jay, who won? Let's put that out there real quick. Who ended up winning?
Well, I stopped keeping track when I was 4-1, and I didn't keep track of the last 3 matches. I'll have to go over it. So.
All right. I'll
have to do some Steiner math on this.
All right. Well, hey, who wins what though? What are you guys playing for something? What was the take?
If he lost, to take a Death Valley driver.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, I thought you'd be taking all the Swingers Palace, Daddy.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
I was gonna say loser has to shave his head.
I don't know about that.
Don't bring an old cookie. Johnny Bravo might take it from you.
Yeah, no, don't bring it. What the cookie? We still gotta get that explained. Anyway, guys, we're gonna break down the show. We're gonna discuss the whole thing here. Just go match by match. Just real quick, how we do it. We don't do the whole like at the 221 mark. So-and-so gave a clothesline, and then there's somebody went to the outside. We don't do any of that stuff. Okay, this is not a move. But
Trent, you forgot the drop kick.
Yeah, we're not doing any of that. We don't do that here. This is a discussion. Yeah. This is a show.
And sometimes we got
what do you think this is, ESPN?
Yeah, exactly. What is ESPN?
I'm limited on bits, so you're going to get a lot of the same bits tonight.
This is closer to a BLT than ESPN.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's one of those podcasts. What do you guys want that? You guys want one of those pods that just does that lame shit that we're just like move for move? We don't need that. We're here to talk about the fun stuff. That's what we're
doing. I don't even know the names of the moves.
The good stuff.
The good stuff. This is the good stuff. Very cool. All right, guys. So for those who did watch, it was on Impact Plus. There's a replay. I believe it is being loaded right now. It's posted. I tried looking at it on the Impact. I'm looking at it right now. Let's see if it's up. right now. I'm going
I
to see if it's
see
loading.
Buffering.
It's buffering for me. I think they're just
Live
loading
is not
it.
available right now.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't watch it, give it like an hour or so. They'll probably have it up for an on-demand replay. So go ahead and check that out. But very cool. We had a New Japan tie-in at the end. Very unexpected. That's very interesting. We're going to discuss all that. What happened to our banner there, Jay? What happened to our little ticker on the bottom?
I'm changing it.
Thank you, Jay.
What happened here? You changed our background? What are you doing?
You haven't already watched.
He's getting us our bites.
I'm giving you the bites. Yeah. So just give me a minute. You continue. I will fix everything. Hey,
don't look behind the curtain.
Dark? No.
Leave it black instead, J-Bone. Leave it blank.
How long was I in the treehouse?
I don't know what's going on. J-Bone just totally, you screwed me up here, Jay. I don't know what are you doing here?
There you go. See, I'm leaving the logo out because it's going to several different places, but I'm trying to, get the most entertainment.
Sadly, understood about half of that.
There we go.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you.
There it is. Let's even do. Jay. I'm gonna one up you on this. I'm gonna even change the color. We're gonna go with no surrender. What are the no surrender colors, Bill? Is it blue? Is it kind of bluish purple? What are we doing?
Well, look at the background. It's blue and red. So
blue and red. Let's go a little dark blue. About there. There we go.
That's gorgeous.
You had a good eye for that. All right, very nice. All right, guys, we're gonna check that out. We're gonna go through. So now we're all settled here, right? Everything's good. The ticker's in. Okay, we're not looking like amateurs. Okay.
Oh, good for you.
Okay, sound bites are back. Very nice.
All right,
cool.
Good.
Anything off the top, show wise, Bill? You were saying felt like one of the big four.
Yeah, definitely. This had a big show feel. We saw a loaded card. Like I said, I had to make this because I've watched them, but I was on the road or doing stuff these last couple monthlies. But I'm indie show, you're out. I got to be here live for this one because this was huge and it was. It did not disappoint. We'll get to a few little things I might have had some questions about in the card, but it was a loaded card and it delivered. It delivered all the way around.
Yeah, listen, this was very exciting, and it's all leading to Rebellion in a couple of months, guys. We got a lot going to Rebellion. That's the fun stuff. But should we start it off? Should we get going? Anything on any other first take reaction before we jump in? Alicia, Jay, let me get a first, just a knee jerk reaction to the whole thing. Mark, you were pretty fired up today.
Great show, man. That main event goes to show that at the end of the day, classic storytelling, you can't beat it.
Yeah,
I was super impressed.
I was blown away.
I actually feel like it's the best Impact Plus that I've seen in a little while. So I thought it was really good.
That's awesome.
Great show.
Yeah,
it was really good. It felt like it went fast too.
Yeah,
like 3 hours, flew to me. So
it did.
Very cool. All right, guys, let's jump in. We kicked off with XXXL and Tenille Dashwood with Caleb in the corner, taking on Decay, Rosemary, Crazzy Steve, and Black Taurus. Not his Impact debut, but his debut as a member of Decay. So he's officially in Decay. I'm still thinking of Alicia's guess from earlier this week where she said the rotating monster could be a possibility as a third member of Decay. I'm not totally ruling that out, but for now it's Taurus. Black Taurus is in there. This looked awesome. He has a great presence about him. I gotta say,
he fits in great with them.
He does. And it's not like it's the Abyss replacement. He just has his own thing.
He's his own, definitely his own thing.
And I think he's very, very athletic. The guy looks great doing what he does. So I'm excited to see more of him. Jay, you got any thoughts on Black Taurus?
Dude, I missed the first between 5 and 10 minutes of this match. I was upset because my Impact Plus was wonky, and I couldn't watch it. It wouldn't let me. But for what I did see of the match, and I wanted to see Larry D versus Taurus, and they did have they had a couple moments in the match, so I got my money's worth out of it. So that was amazing. That was great. I also love the fact that Acey baby is absolutely terrified of Rosemary. that's a whole nother story in itself now. And he got misted, so that was hilarious. That was
it was a very Decay match, man. It was cool. It had a lot of that going on. A lot of action. Bill, thoughts on Taurus at all?
Huge fan of Black Taurus. Did see him, obviously. Sadly, I never got to the Mexico tapings. That was one thing I'm definitely regretting since all this happened, that I didn't squeeze one in before.
It might still happen.
Because I was like planning the next one I'm going to be in. I know.
How much do you really love Impact, Bill?
It was going to be my, because I've not been to Mexico. It would have been Bill just like roaming the streets, being like, hey, what's going on? See if my high school Spanish class pays off.
Baño.
So,
El Baño.
Yes.
That's all you need to know. Bathroom.
No me gusta. El
Baño, comida, food. That's it.
North to Stanford, El Baño.
But definitely liked them from there. Saw them when they did the show in New York. Was at that where they did the AAA combo show. So I think this is a great get. I'm hoping he is. I know when we talked about before, like if I'm going to call this Decay 2.0, I like it. I think he offers. It's a monster, but you see, he's so athletic. The complete opposite of Abyss when he was in Decay, who was the monster, huge and like bigger than obviously Taurus, but more imposing because of the size. But that, especially that whole just the image, the mask he uses is so unique, even in like lucha culture.
A believable Minotaur.
Yeah, it's like I know somebody did that, like from the old Minotaur. It's like upgrade.
Yeah. It's a great mask. And also anybody who has the ability to spin Larry like a baton, like he did, kudos. In a mask, yeah, that was brilliant.
Yeah, in a mask. For anyone complaining about a mask, this dude wrestled that match in that mask.
Yeah,
bravo, man.
It's a heavy mask, right? Like that's a thick mask.
It's got to weigh a lot. The lips move, the eyes move.
I gotta look because I feel I saw somebody, maybe like Lucha Mask. They may have made a Black Taurus face mask. If they did, I might have to get it.
That's cool.
That would be cool.
There is a lucha company out there that's doing
lucha masks.
They're doing lucha. Yeah, those
really
style
cool.
for like a lot of different lucha libre stars.
And Ace Austin.
Yeah, they made Ace.
Yes, I believe it's the same company. You just got to look through them. They're making a ton of them.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. But no, that mask I've never seen his mask for like sale. Like you see your lucha masks being sold. I never see Taurus's, so I'm guessing it's a very hard one to sell or make or something. But
maybe we'll see it in Shop Impact.
Maybe
on the roster page.
I keep asking for that.
Let me just throw my 2 cents.
Yeah, please do.
Make it official and unanimous. Also, huge Black Taurus fan. This is a massive get. Like he was the number one guy I wanted from AAA, even above Vikingo. So now if they get Vikingo too, like that's the sweep for me. But he's such a unique character. Like we got Joe Doering and it felt so special because there's nobody else like Joe Doering in wrestling right now. And it feels that way again with Black Taurus. They've like matched that really unique characteristic again.
Yeah, it's very true. But my only concern, I'm assuming he's based out of Mexico. Is travel an issue, right? I mean, he made it for these, I guess. So he was there for that taping. I just wonder if, as things open up, maybe he'll be okay. I hope it's not an issue to keep him.
There are some that are like hanging around. Like I know Psycho Clown, I've seen do a bunch of shows in the States and Mexico. So like a lot of them, they're mainly like in like Texas for the most part, but he's getting across the border.
That could be.
If anyone's watching this show, we don't know what they did, but hey, keep them coming.
Decay does win this one, so that's a big win for Decay. I like that. It's go ahead, Alicia.
I was gonna say I really liked that power bomb Acey gave to Tenille into the people waiting on the floor.
Dude, yeah, I totally missed that. I forgot about that. Holy shit! Yeah,
she was gonna do a spot, but then pose for a picture and got down, and Acey was like, "Oh no, you're going." He power bombs her up, takes her over the side, and throws her into everybody.
Going flying.
Yeah,
it's kind of it. So far, this is working with Tenille. I think we've had trouble finding a way. Found the niche, right? We've had trouble finding her to like gel with something.
I was just saying this on Jay's show the other day. Like when they were trying to force her to the top of the card against Taya at the beginning, it just was a tough sell for all of us.
Everybody.
Especially because she was so rusty in the ring at the time. now she's slotted into this perfect spot on the card. You know, she's working and clearly enjoying it a lot more. It's a much better fit. I really like what they're doing with Tenille now. So bravo to Impact for sticking out, finding the right place for her and the right character. She needs new gear. Then we're done.
Well, she did come out this last Tuesday, with what looked like she, you know, either she chopped off part of Joe Doering's jacket, or she killed a baby Wookiee. And if she did, I'm not happy with it.
There's enough room on Joe's jacket to make another jacket out of it. That's the thing. Joe's is that ridiculously gigantic.
I mean, Joe could have sneezed and went ooh, and like lost like some hair, and she picked it up and made a coat out of it. It's that big.
I still laugh at the picture of Rohit where he's like wearing Joe's jacket, and then the second picture is him like
in it.
where it's like buried in
like a little child in a grown adult fur coat,
looking like
cousin hair,
looking like cousin It.
Yeah, it's like the legs are just poking out, and you see like just this puff. It's probably the best picture of him ever.
I know I'm dating myself on that reference there.
But everybody knows the Addams Family is
they have all generations.
Yeah, everybody knows.
No, those movies suck. They don't.
Oh, come on!
Oh!
Are you kidding?
Which ones?
No,
the original ones that came out with like who was that? Christina Ricci as Wednesday. Those were good.
They're good. You said they suck? Are you crazy?
I bet you're waiting.
Somebody boomer him.
I watched the original TV show. Okay,
so the movies didn't suck at all, dude. The movies are great.
I just wasn't a fan.
It's okay.
Alicia, we got it.
Okay, boomer.
Thank you.
Exactly. Remember this one. What he's saying right here. We're gonna throw this back at him someday.
Well, we're gonna make him watch the new version that's coming out.
Is there a new live action one?
From what I heard, there's going to be a new live action.
Oh no!
I heard
the animated one
as Gomez. Don't quote me though.
Man. The last animated one was great. I loved it.
Jabe, I'm going to cut your mic for that one, my friend. I'm sorry. That's Raul Julia. Raul Julia was phenomenal in that. The whole cast is great. Come on.
Anyway,
when you grow up,
the old cartoon, all of it.
When you grow up with the original, nothing beats it. I'm just saying.
Hey, Bill, do me a favor. Hit the OK Boomer just one more time for posterity. Just for posterity. It deserves it once more.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah, thank you, Jay. I just want to remind you. Okay.
Which one's Jay?
We get a recap of Myers and Hernandez and Eddie and Cardona. Just kind of what led to it. You know, it's your standard build back up recap. Brian Myers and Hernandez, friend of the show, Hernandez, who was just on TNI this past Tuesday. We just had him on TNI, so check that out. He was with us for about 20-25 minutes. Go back to this past week's review. He was on the post show. Awesome dude. Great to see Hernandez and talk to him for a little bit. But this one, so they really played up the whole Myers and Cardona. I love Stryker. Stryker was phenomenal tonight. And he really kept basically letting you know, like, yeah, they do a show together. They're best friends, but money separates friends and ego separate friends. And, you know, even though they still work together, like, I love that he didn't treat us like we were idiots. That, like, well, clearly these guys have a podcast together and they're best friends. But, like, he just kept pushing, like, their egos get in the way, you know, like the money gets in the way. And I'm like, I like that because it kind of gets you out of that. It makes you stop thinking about reality for a second and play up this, right? So I liked it. I mean, I thought this came, it had good story going in because of how Stryker also set it up, I think. But Alicia, I'll let you start on this one. Any thoughts on this? Feedback? It wasn't a long match, but it told a little story though.
I thought it was decent enough. I liked it.
Yeah, it was pretty, like, it wasn't too crazy. Mark, I mean, was there anything that really stuck out to you or pretty standard on this one?
You know what? I wasn't familiar with Cardona or Myers. Having seen a little bit of both now, I already knew I liked Myers in the ring. I think I like Cardona too. He's definitely got the look. He seems like a real superstar to me.
He looks like a star for sure.
Yeah, he's got the look. And honestly, our roster kind of needs a little bit more guys like him.
Like polished TV stars. Like they look like they walk off a set kind of thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. I think he fits in really well. The match was good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was nothing like out of the ordinary, like crazy. I
Right.
like Pirate Myers too. That look,
Pirate Myers.
it's such a small change, but I'm really really down with Pirate Myers. Good stuff.
Hey, get it on Shop Impact.
Yeah, I was gonna kick it to you, Bill. Have you ordered the pirate patch yet?
I have not. But
For
that might be next. I might have to put some stuff together.
Let's see. What do they want
Maybe
for
get
a
a
pirate
package
patch?
deal.
$10.99.
$10.99
for it.
with the logo. Leisha, it's got a logo. It's got the M on it.
I can make
Got the
that.
M.
Yeah.
Still
If I
waiting for
wanted
my
it
last
patch,
order.
I don't know.
Wait, can you also make bandanas like for Jay? Like a custom bandana for Jay, maybe for his birthday? J-Bone gets a eye patch
and
and
bedazzle one or something.
oh my god, yes, J-Bone. Would you
Pulling
wear
out your headband?
a bedazzled headband?
Boy band, J-Bone?
Come on, J-Bone.
Ooh, I
It's
can start skipping or through the cabbage patch.
Is that part of
Yeah.
the Bandana Express or whatever is being talked about during the reaction show?
Jeez.
Bro, J-Bone, listen to me. Man to man. Bro, you got the Brian Alvarez thing going on. What's going on over there with the headband, bro? What's going on there with
Oh,
the thing?
jeez.
J-Bone, talk to me.
He will never stop with the headbands, right, J-Bone?
Headbands for life.
What'd you think of this match, Jay?
Fire and flavor are best.
Thoughts on this match, Jay? I know because you Jay, you watch WWE stuff. That Myers and Cardona are more. You've seen more of them than probably all of us have, in more detail.
It's refreshing to see just them get a fresh start somewhere else and do this. They're great wrestlers, and like you said, Cardona looks like a star. Brian Myers is becoming established on this brand, and they're working towards a program against each other, and we saw just a little bit of that tonight. So that's great. Interesting that Brian got the win. He's been on a roll, and that's great for him to see. I don't know if that's, I don't want to overthink this. I don't know if that's just playing off the fact that he lost like 1,000 matches in a row in his last company. Not complaining about it. I love it. If they're just doing the opposite, they're building a special little streak for him. Great. It builds him up. Brian Myers deserves it. Hell yeah.
He finally got the win. And it's a good couple wins for him. I like it though. We needed something for Myers. I'll Bill, you need to establish him.
Yeah, and they came out together. Him and Hernandez were a unit. They came out as one entrance. 2 separate entrances for Eddie and Cardona. So you got more of the team concept with Myers. And like I said, like I was telling Hernandez on Tuesday, he still had that Fu Manchu, shiver me timbers. They swab the decks with them. They could be Team Pirate, man. The Buccaneers. They forget that football team. They could be the Impact Bucks.
Oh man, they could have brought Kairi Sane in just for a valet role.
All right, slow down there. Cut his mic, right?
Wait.
That's not how you handle your business. Calm down. Don't do this.
I love Bill. He's like, I was talking to Hernandez on Tuesday. I was telling him he should do this. Look at this guy. Look at this. This calling shots. Booker Bill.
Big time in us.
Big time and all. I was told him, why don't you grow that fucking Fu Manchu back and get back to me next taping, will you? He's like, for anything for you, Bill. You got it, bro.
See if I buy street cred first. That's what
right. No, it's cool. He's a super. Again, if you missed the interview with Hernandez, go check it out on the TNI channel and audio feeds. About 20-25 minutes with him. He's a super chill, and
that was a lot of fun. He's an OG. That's great.
Yeah, he's an OG of the company, and it was very last minute that we were able to lock him in, and he was very cool about doing it right from the hotel following the taping. So we appreciate him jumping on with us. But no, very cool, very standard match. I mean, it just feeding the story a little bit. I think Cardona and Myers are not done though. I think we're still going for a little bit on this. We're gonna keep talking about this one for a little bit. All right, after this we got Matt Hardy talking to Private Party, kind of pumping them up about their match. We'll get to that when we jump in that match. This next one is a huge one. I'll let Alicia set this one up. Diener with Bound by Design taking on Jake Something. This was cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, this was a really great match. And, of course, the debut of Jake under his official handle of Something. I was really impressed with how he threw down in this match. Unfortunately, he didn't win it, but man, he's so believable.
Well, he did. But you don't think he did at the end, so it was good booking.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was quick. It was
I
very,
missed that. Jeez.
it just happened so fast. I'm trying to remember what was the Bill, since you mentioned it, the pin was, I'm trying to remember what the pin was, because it was so quick. Like he pinned him and then they started attacking him right away.
He did like his, I don't know his, what's he call it? It's like his black hole slam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of what that is basically. It's like a black hole slam.
Yeah. I just don't know what.
I think Stryker did call it Black Hole Slam.
Oh, he did.
Okay.
I think that was the call.
My favorite part about all this, though, is that he got the new music. He got the something on the video screen.
Yes.
And he did the classic, "What's my name?" And then I can't wait till that happens in front of a crowd, because that's the whole thing. The "What's my name?" something. That's the best part.
So, you know what? This was definitely one of those crowd moments where you feel bad for the guy in the ring. Like, damn. Their big moment, like shit, kind of like when Rohit won the title. It's like, damn.
This the only time that I'm like I know we've had different varying opinions on the whole crowd noise thing. This is one time for Jake to hype him up for when we get back in front of crowds so that they're ready. Pump in the something.
You gotta
pump it in.
Was there crowd noise tonight?
Yeah,
there was.
Blended in really well.
It blended in really good because I was hard. I was hard on Tuesday's show because I thought that was the first time it was off.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Good.
I didn't.
It didn't overtake. It didn't overtake anything.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it was good tonight.
It was very well balanced, right, Mark? It was like blended in, and it's almost like Stryker and D'Lo were a little louder, and it was perfect because it's like the levels were perfect on it. It wasn't too much, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought the crowd noise was great tonight. Well, I'm sure this is all new, and we, in Impact, we've only had this for a month now. So the longer this goes, the better it's going to get. We're already seeing it. And we always, faith in Impact, right? That's one thing all of us share.
Yeah, and we got to add, because they not only did they have the good job on the noise levels tonight, the ring apron, no surrender.
Yes.
A lot of people said make bigger deals about these other shows.
Yes,
sure.
First Impact Plus special that had its own ring apron.
Good call out.
There you go.
You have to. You got if you're selling them like big shows, you're selling it on a premium network like your own and Fight TV. You got to treat it like it. It is still in some sense a pay-per-view. You're still paying Fight TV to watch it if you're watching it that way. You're still watching on an Impact. You're still paying monthly for Impact Plus. So I like that. I do like it. It is an Ingrid garage now. So
can I get that for my backdrop?
There we go. Ing definitely talked to Ingrid.
I do have a Slammiversary one I could put up at some point. It's so big though. It's big.
The Shop Impact eBay store, Bill. Just holding it.
Yeah, just
like the whole show.
Just the center.
Just the whole show like this. But I'm so happy for Jake. He made some really cool tweets today. If you missed him on his Twitter, saying like it's a big deal for Jake something to finally be in a major company on TV, because the first time Jake something ever got to be, and he said I was told Jake something would never be on a major program, and here I am. So I'm happy.
It's beautiful.
Who told that giant monster of a man he'd never be on TV?
I'm sure some smart ass. Some
guy. So I can kick him in the balls.
Yeah.
Or in the vagine. Either way.
Jake's another one that looks like a star.
He's a star, dude. Yeah.
I definitely see him in the main title
absolutely
scene pretty soon.
Actually,
the whole demeanor was different today, huh, Mark?
Yes. But we are deserving of all the praise, but let's also shout out to Diener. I'm loving
great job.
The development of his character development is on a longer tail than Jake's. I think because he's kind of suppressed in the group format, but it's the story ultimately revolves around Diener because he's the first convert, right, to come into the group and really be like converted. And I think that's the long tail storyline they're going with, is converting more people into Violent by Design. So, man, great stuff with Diener's story. And he looked great in the ring, too. He's real solid in the ring.
But after the beatdown, what do we get? We get the tease for the match I think me and J-Bone were freaking out for. Big Joe Doering, who you talk about don't tell that guy he's not a main eventer. Whoever said that ever in his career while he was in Japan or wherever. That guy that he hasn't been on TV this whole time is a criminal offense. This guy is just, I dare say he's like, if not my favorite, one of my favorite guys on the roster right now. Yeah. All I do is look forward to Joe Doering coming on the screen.
Hell yeah. He's unbelievable.
Two things I'll quickly mention. People are asking about comments. We're kind of limiting comments on the screen, guys, because it really is just, we're trying to keep the show flowing. So keep the conversation amongst yourselves going on in the chat. Certain things once in a while we'll put them up, but keep the combo between all you guys going in the chat. That's where the comments are going to be. We're trying to keep focus on the show here and keep it flowing here, guys.
Yeah,
but it's a little difficult for us to keep putting comments.
We're not going to answer a million questions.
Yeah, we can't do that. It drags the show on, so we can't do that. We leave Sunday open for that. So
save it for the family dinner on Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday nights, the Impact Plus Weekly, that's where it's comment friendly. We'll answer questions and stuff like that. But here for this show, the review, we like to just keep it flowing because otherwise we end up going way too long, just cutting into comments constantly. So so keep that for Sunday. Bring your comments on Sunday. We'll talk about whatever in the hour we do on Sunday. Okay. No, I'm super psyched for that. I was going to say something else until you got there. Oh, real quick. It is playing now. If you missed it on Impact Plus, if you need to rewind anything, it is now loaded and restreaming on Impact Plus. It's on my TV again right now. So if you missed anything, toss it on and catch up and watch it right now. So Bill, go ahead and toss it on. I know you're about to do it as well. Just fucking put it on. Just leave it on. It's ambiance right now in my room. So no, I'm very excited. Joe, Jake, gonna be cool. Very happy for Jake though. You know, I was gonna say the demeanor, even his like attitude and the way he's like looking at the camera and shit. I'm like, this is fucking cool, man. But good point on Cody. Look fantastic. The character progressed. Like we were like shorting Cody on how good his change has been too, though.
It was like, one of the most believable character flips I think I've seen in a really long time.
Absolutely.
And in the sense is that he went from being this lovable, Cody Deaner to a convert of this violent group, and it's just so believable. Even his match style, I don't know if you guys noticed this, is more aggressive and like he's just fitting the spot he's in. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
We're a year, not even 1 year removed from Cody in quarantine. Like Oscar level comedy.
True, man. Yeah.
Like, no, seriously, the best comedic segment of Impact last year.
Oh God, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
A strong year.
The trailer stuff, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievably good. And now this character looks zero like that character. Wrestles zero like that character.
I don't recognize
zero like that character. Unbelievable shift for Cody. I'm glad we're not letting that get overlooked because it's been an unbelievable shift for Jake. Kudos to Impact for doing it parallel and getting it right. This could have been ugly for one of them. A lot of times you split a team and one guy disappears.
It's true. But I mean, there's been, if you think about it, like Truck mentioned that there's both like Cody and Jake have literally flipped in like the last few months. It's crazy. Like they just both flipped and they're total opposite characters. So that's awesome. I want to mention Ingrid. Ingrid, you're in this chat because you work for the company and you are allowed to just destroy me on levels because of what happened at Bound for Glory. That never dies. That never dies. Ingrid is just, there's a link to Bound for Glory weekend that I'm scarred from to this day. Ingrid doesn't let me heal from, unfortunately. So Ingrid, that's why you're in this chat. Even though
that was the night Brian Myers threw 6 people out in the Battle Royal. He's been on.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I'm more scarred than Heath, even who was injured that day. I'm more scarred than that.
In his first minute of the biggest match of his career.
Remind me never to take photos with my friends again. That's what it was happened.
Well,
never forget.
It's not in a professional setting.
I know.
Trent the selfie king, it's dead.
It wasn't a selfie. It was that's what made it. I think if it was a selfie, I think she would have let me go if it was a selfie. The fact that it was on the backdrop that I was wrestling. I mean,
I don't think we knew all those details before.
Looking back at it, I'm a fucking chode for doing that. Honestly, I'm a real fucking chode for doing that.
Are you saying that because you just watched Wayne's World commercial?
No.
If you pull the Caleb,
it's such a good insult.
Chode's a great insult. If
you pull the Caleb, just and it would have been different.
Even guys, John Burton broke my balls for that. Remember that? John Burton even gave me shit for it. Put it that way.
Truck was on that. Yeah.
He was on that. John did 2 weeks ago. So John gave me shit for that. Thank you for remembering, Truck. I did too. I'm never gonna.
The host of the new
that's right. BTI. And if you missed it, Bill, we broke that down. We'll mention that real quick. Plug that real quick.
Yeah. We did a special breaking news. It was a late night, Wednesday into Thursday morning. We did about a half hour, went over the new show that will be debuting this Tuesday, Access TV, an hour before the flagship show. So definitely check that out. I forget which classic pay-per-view will be on Access before that this week, but then watch that. And it's got John Burton as the anchor, one of our favorites, Mean Gia Miller, and the return to TV of the GOAT, Josh Matthews.
You got to wear your GOAT shirt? You got to fill out that T-shirt?
I might break out the GOAT shirt.
Oh, my. Wow.
Oh, boy.
I'm looking
what
forward
an occasion.
to it.
And also, don't forget, we will have Mean Gia Miller, Scoop, friend of the show, here on Tuesday.
That's right. Scoop is going to stop by for 10 minutes just to plug the show.
And I got to say, because one of my favorite people in wrestling has his own segment, George the Iceman.
Yes. That's awesome. That's awesome. George the Iceman.
He'll be giving you some like, he'll be breaking, like he's the behind the scenes. He's the scoops too. He's going to be the scooper.
George the Iceman talk. Remember the Micro Machines guy from the Micro Machines commercials? That's what George the Iceman talks. Like the real like really fast. But no, that's gonna be fun. So Scoop's gonna swing by for a few minutes and she'll just tell us about the show and whatnot. So we'll be doing that on Tuesday and maybe another guest. We'll find out. Where it's all Impact just lets us know you're gonna have so and so today. And that,
who knows? They might tell us someone's gonna drop in right now.
Yeah.
You might have to push out and just be like, oh, here's a guest.
Yeah.
It's very fluid these days.
Like Alicia said, hey, we're just as surprised as you guys.
Yeah.
A lot of times I've
never prepared for them because it's always so last minute. I get like,
we're having Shark Boy tonight.
Yeah, who knows? We might even get this guy.
Hey, Impact Wrestling. It's great to be here tonight.
Can you imagine?
I'll have to work on that one.
I'd mark out too hard. You guys wouldn't let me be on.
No, you wouldn't be on at all.
Yeah,
no, absolutely not.
I'm gonna have to talk to someone about that one.
I think we gotta get this guy off suspension.
I don't care. I'll beat his ass right now.
Shamrock would be great. I would love to have Ken on, actually.
He'd probably be wild. Be wild.
Tony would be interesting. I would get Tony. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is your
great
problem?
to have everyone at some point.
Yes, absolutely. We've had some major ones, guys. I mean, I got to say, go back in the archives. TNI has had guys who don't normally do podcasts on, so we're very thankful to Impact for entrusting us as an official, unofficial post show for the company. So we've go back. Ace Austin, Sammy Callahan, you name it. They've all been on. Kiera Hogan a couple weeks ago. They're all on, and there's more to come. So keep tuned in here, guys. All the new listeners, there's a lot. we definitely get a lot of the names from Impact. But we go backstage real quick, guys. Alicia Edwards and Eddie are back there bringing a birthday gift to Tommy, just giving some words of encouragement, some love. A lot of build. I mean, this is built up to Tommy big time, right? This is amazing.
Well deserved.
The sentimental
should be celebrated.
Yeah.
The sentimental power of proper storytelling cannot be overstated here.
Yeah,
storytelling from weeks ago up through Tuesday night. I was not shitting on per se, but I had my doubts about this match a week ago on this show or one of these shows. Man, oh man, was I wrong. Like this show. Anyways, this was another of the little bits of that though. You sprinkle enough emotion, enough history into the story, and it will invest your fans.
It good TV. If it's good, people will watch. Bottom line.
And if it involves Tommy Dreamers, it'll hit you right in the feels.
Right in the feels.
Yeah. It is almost cheating to put Tommy in the mix. I was like, Tommy Dreamer.
It's I mean, listen, in a weird way. I'm not gonna say like I'm not doing full comparison, but like he is this generation's Terry Funk. He really has become that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, he's 50. Remember what ECW Bare Legal 97. The big deal about it was a 56-year-old Terry Funk is in the main event. And he won the title, but it was a big deal that this old veteran is gonna just go balls out and take on these young guys. I mean, Tommy's 50 today. You know, it's pretty cool. It's like,
yeah, it's crazy. Terry Funk was older than Tommy is today.
Yeah, that's my
that whole ECW.
Let's not forget Terry did a moonsault off a ladder in that match, by the way.
Yeah, insane.
And all our best to Terry Funk.
All our best. Yeah, he's not doing too well.
Absolutely.
Terry is definitely want to give some love to Terry Funk. He has been sickly, not doing too well. So much love to Terry, big time. So yeah,
everybody loves the Funker.
We got, man, if you don't like Terry, I've never met anybody who doesn't like Terry Funk.
You if you don't like Terry Funk.
Funk you. But like, honestly, if you don't like Terry Funk, like, don't even call yourself a fan. Like, there's nothing to hate about him.
Absolute greatest to ever do it.
And you're a Texan. To you, that's family.
The man is
and in the Philadelphia area, it's sacrilege to take the name Terry Funk in vain.
Hey, speaking of the devil, looks like John B just showed up in the chat.
John Burton is in the chat, our good friend of the show, the host of Before the Impact, which we just mentioned a little while ago. The scumbag's not here, John. I know.
John, get in here.
John just jumped in. No, we'll get John in. How about we got Gia coming on Tuesday. We'll get John after the second episode, maybe have him pop in for a few minutes of BTI and tell us how he's feeling it so far.
Maybe a surprise the third week.
And maybe John in a couple of weeks. Let's get you back just to plug the new show. Gia's going to be on Tuesday though, so why don't you come in for a few minutes next in a couple of weeks? John was just on last week, guys. So if you want to catch up with John, go to last week's show.
Hell yeah.
Back to the ring. Okay, now we're at the big one. I want. Now, who has the rules down for this one, guys? This is the big one now. This
isn't as bad as the King of the Mountain.
Back. Hey,
Gia's here too. Hell yeah, Gia.
TNI. If Josh Matthews shows up,
oh man, come on, Josh. Somebody text Josh. Get him in here.
Don't forget, guys.
I don't think Josh is going to put us over.
No, she's not. I think Anger can confirm that Josh will never put us over.
Yeah, and don't forget Daniel Spencer's in here too. So
Daniel Spencer, Anger, about the Impact family. So thank you all. We love you guys. Seriously, you guys are what you guys do for us as fans is so appreciated. So thank you all very much.
And great job by everybody tonight.
Everybody, can't wait for the
show.
Hit it out of the park.
Yeah, and don't forget, I want to plug in one more time, just because they're in here. Also, we did talk about it a few minutes ago, but before the Impact, an hour before Impact goes on the air, John, Gia, Josh Matthews, George the Iceman, exclusive. Now, Bill, you break down exclusives. That's interviews, segments,
and a match,
and an
exclusive match. And in this opening week, it will be XXXL against Decay.
That's awesome. That's huge. That is huge for the opening week.
And in the segment with the Iceman. So there's going to be that's a good hour to fill, like, because obviously you're on TV with commercials. So it's probably like a 40-something minute show.
Mm-hmm.
So with a match behind the scenes, and I'm hoping like we get some of that same stuff you would see on Twitter, some like that exclusive stuff. We've always said like that'd be great on Explosion, but this is perfect vehicle for it, and it gets to see our favorites, John Burton, Gia, and more of a role, and Josh back on TV, which as a GOAT guy myself, I was missing. So,
well, and Scoop being investigative reporter by nature, I'm sure we're going to see great opportunities for her to find some new stories that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So, like, I can't wait, man. 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern.
Yep.
Hour early, more Impact on Access.
Yeah, DVR, watch it live, then watch the co-stream with us.
I'm going to assume, and Gia and John, if you guys know about this, I'm not sure it has been said. Will it be loaded up anywhere after it airs? YouTube, Twitch, anything? Can people, if you don't have access, can they watch it? Jay?
Yeah, or is it going to be on Twitch? I know a lot of people are asking if it's going to be on Twitch, simulcasted also at the same time as Access. Because
better watch out, Mark.
Yeah.
Iceman is coming for my title. I call him Scooper. Iceman's got Scoops now. He's got it too.
Yeah, but Scoop's got posse. So watch out, Iceman.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, better watch out. You don't mess with the Iceman's posse.
Yeah, but Scoop's our fan. She's TNI fan now.
Yeah, come on, Scoops. Come on. We were so special to Scoops that she even gave a discount code for her merch.
Yes.
Just to our listeners, guys. Iceman ain't doing that.
Thank you.
So, well, I can't because Iceman took care of me when I went on one of my trips up to Canada. Like coming up to a show, Iceman took care of me.
I'm gonna need you to call in the favor, Bill. Get the Iceman on the show a couple weeks from now. I want you to lock that in.
Already being worked on.
All right, there we go.
You want to hear first?
I'm on Team John Burton. All right, I ain't gonna.
I'm not messing with John Burton.
We love John.
I told John when he was on. I said, how is it that you get like more and more jacked every time you've appeared or I see you? Like I literally, when I saw him in October, I was like, John, what's going on? I pat him on the back. I broke 3 fingers at patting him on the back, Bill.
Oh, you pulled a Tommy Dreamer.
Pulled a Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah, I don't know who gets more jacked every time we see him or Moose, but because they keep getting more jacked.
Oh, John's a rock. He's just like, damn, dude, like, what are you doing over there?
Are we gonna see John's in-ring debut?
He didn't say no when I put it out there to him. He didn't say no. Just putting that out there. But all right. Bill, Jay, Alicia, or Mark, who wants to set up the next match? It is the triple threat gauntlet. Who wants to set this one up? There's a lot to set up here. Mark's treehouse. He's out. Yeah. Alicia, you out on this?
I'm still trying to remember what the rules are.
This is like the new king of the mountain.
Well, it is. It is. It's you get the 3 men to start.
Okay, go ahead, Bill. Take it.
Which was Trey, Suicide, and Blake Christian.
Yeah, those are the 3 to start.
So you have the 3, and then each time someone's eliminated, someone comes in like a gauntlet until you get to a final 3, and then it's a 1 fall or submission to determine the winner.
Yes,
I believe is the simple explanation.
I think you're right. I think you got it. I think we got the rules out of the way.
And this is a new match, though. It's a twist on the gauntlet with like the old, if you remember the X Division matches of 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, where they did triple threat matches every week. Like it's kind of a mix of the 2, which is great. Hey, inventive, man. I thought everything was done in wrestling at this point.
Yes,
but it hasn't.
The response online for this has been awesome for the concept. I saw a lot of people. I saw a lot of people who aren't normally who tuned in for this, who aren't normally Impact watchers that I know from like indie fans and stuff, who were tuned into this tonight. And like I saw people on my feed are like, I just ordered Impact Plus so I can watch this show. So they're hooked. And people are like, damn, like this is a really cool match. Who thought of this? Like people weren't expecting it. You know, it was very different. And I love that. I love that they rocked some people's minds with that we can still, like you said, Bill, I thought everything's been done by now. You can still come up with a new match. It's pretty
always
cool.
do it, and that's creative. And it was a cool match because I'm a big fan of the gauntlet matches. Some of the gauntlet matches that Impact's done over the last couple of years have been some of the best. Like Rich Swann, like he was already great, but he just went to another level that night. Like the whole locker room went nuts up in Windsor after that match. It was so gauntlets really can get people over in different ways, and this was a great way to do it tonight. And this little new take on it was definitely interesting. But this match did not disappoint at all. This was
not at all.
This really, and I think when you looked at it, like we were talking about before, X Division, no limits. We're getting there again. We saw it with Jordan Grace earlier. Now Josh Alexander. It just seemed like a natural fit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's going different. It's going like the Kurt Angle days of the X Division.
With Daivari too.
And Daivari, you're right. But Daivari was an X Division, but he's so jacked now too.
Yeah,
it's like a different guy. He doesn't feel like X Division Daivari. He feels like freaking monster Daivari.
Like beat you up with his forearms, Daivari in the corner.
The guys are all hanging out at the gym too much.
Daivari looked awesome.
They all looked great.
Time he was in it,
Daivari being such a veteran too, man. They got look fantastic. No, very cool. Let me try to break this down. So I got it in front of me, guys, because this one there's a lot going on. This one, Alicia.
Good luck, Trent.
I'm just as lost as everybody here, but no, just the order of stuff. All right, so we had so those 3 started. Trey, Blake, and Suicide. Trey put the Trey had the I love the name, the hourglass submission. He puts it on Suicide. He taps out. Right, Suicide's out, and then Chris Bay comes in. So Bay's in there now. So Suicide out, Bay in. Who's also birthday boy today. So happy birthday to Chris Bay, by the way.
Birthday Bay.
Birthday.
Happy Saturday to the birthday Bay.
Well, it's amazing how many words work with Bay.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Where are Loca?
Bay. So then Bay's in there with Trey, Bay. There's a lot of love going on. Trey and Bay took a photo together this past yesterday, and they were yesterday. God damn it! There's so many words that end with AY or EY. They're going at it. Blake Bay, I think, takes out Blake afterwards with a vertebreaker, which Mark popped for. Mark texted me and he's like,
all-time single favorite finishing maneuver.
He's like, fucking vertebreaker.
Popped huge. That popped so huge.
Dude, that's an intense move, though. Huh? Jay, one of these days, Jay's gonna put me in the vertebreaker just for all the shit I have to say to him sometimes. Just take me out totally. I'm actually picturing Jay with a bedazzled headband, though, Alicia. You got me thinking about that. I really want to see a bedazzled headband on that dome, just shining and blinding everybody.
It'll kind of look like ODB's. I know she's got a couple gems in hers, man. Heaven forbid if she ever headbutts someone, look out.
When's your birthday?
Some blonde hair into it, and you could be Bret Michaels.
There you go. Okay, wait. Total sidebar, Alicia. Bret Michaels, that's a wig, right? He's rocking like a toupee. Like that is not real hair, right? In his headband.
I don't know.
I'm
just saying he does.
Oh,
Debo doesn't have hair.
I am convinced though
It
that
might
Bret's bald. That's like fake hair that he's rocking.
Got that hair procedure.
Yeah.
If anybody should know, it's me, and I don't know. There's stories out there. I really have no clue.
I've heard things. About this.
Anything I heard about it was in regards to that dating show he had back in the day.
Oh, Rock of Love.
And
which
people,
I
all the girls were like, his hair is fake. Because they were mad they didn't get picked, maybe.
I see
Poison imagine every time conversation was like this.
And I want my pizzles back.
And his Rizads.
I do a great rendition though, for like some Patreon content. For every rose has its bone.
God.
Well, that could be taken in a lot of different ways.
It is Valentine's
Especially
Day. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I don't want to know what's going on.
Every rose. Jesus Christ.
Whatever you got planned with the missus tomorrow, leave it alone. Leave it a bone. Leave it alone.
Leave it a bone.
Did I say bone? I meant thorn. Excuse me.
Well, here's Jay Boo prepared.
I can turn it on anytime, Pat. Come on, no problem.
My God. Everybody's saying it's a wig, though. I mean, Daniel Spencer's saying it's a wig.
It's gotta be a wig. It's gotta be a wig.
It's gotta be a wig.
I'm with Ref Dan.
Total sidebar. I did enjoy Rock of Love. I think Alicia's gonna deduct 10 points off of like likeness of me. I actually owned it on DVD. I actually had the season on DVD.
I think I watched every episode back in the day.
I think I did too.
Too harsh. That shit was comedy gold.
It was.
I think I watched them all too.
The Vertebaker, that's what I saw it noted as, the Vertebaker for the Vertebreaker. So then Blake's out. Daivari comes in looking jacked, just jacked as fuck. He comes in, and I think Trey hooked Daivari and got the 1-2-3 on that. So then Trey limits Daivari, he's out, and then Josh is in. Josh came out looking like he was gonna murder fuck people today.
Dude.
Intense, right? Go ahead, Mark. Take it.
No, yeah. I mean, what was to say?
He kind of did. You're right.
Did it absolutely destroyed everybody. This is what great booking though. It wasn't too long ago that he lost a match to Myers on the pre-show before Hard to Kill, and there was, what are they doing? Josh is supposed to get a singles push, but you know what? You cannot 50-50 book and still keep everybody strong by just booking smart, right? Like this is a match where everybody looked good, but ultimately Josh gets the big rub. He needed a little momentum. He got it back here big time. He looked fantastic. Huge. These power moves, like that double suplex thing, was like, I was afraid he was going to break his own spine trying to do that. He was Josh came absolutely ready to play tonight. Like I don't think we've ever seen him quite this intense, and we've seen him go with TJP and Vikingo and all the big boys. Josh looked like a star. I don't know what they're going to do with Josh exactly, X Division or world title, but I don't know. I hope we get to see him in both programs.
You warm him up. You use this to kind of stable. You warm him up now. There's other shit going on up here. Let all this heavyweight stuff work out. Get to towards the middle end of the year, and Josh is on fire at this point, right?
Yeah. This is where you really wish you had that mid-card title for the men outside of the X Division, because even though the X Division is about no limits, I do realistically see Josh as more of that type of title guy.
I don't know about you guys, but every time he takes like anything related to his head or neck, I kind of get scared because he's broken his neck twice.
Yeah.
And very Kurt Angle-ish. But like the last one was bad. But I'm like, dude, like I think Bay gave him the reverse Hurricanrana. Was that Bill? Was it Bay? I think. And he, it's all neck. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. And like, I told him in person, like, you fucking scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Every time you fall on your neck, dude, like you freak me out. But he comes out, the music is badass. Like he just looks like a monster coming out there. It just
as long as it's not that insta neck.
Yeah. He just J-Bo, Bill, give me some kind of soundbite for that, please. Just anything. Just shut him down. Just shut this down, Jay. But I don't know what got into you today. 5 hours of podcasting is not enough for you.
It's too many lollipops.
I guess so. Play anything, Bill. Give me any soundbite just to drown him out right now. Hey, you're struggling too much here.
I'm looking for something good here. The one I wanted wasn't there.
Give me the runs. Give me the runs one. That's good enough. that one fits. That one fits. Give me that one. Something.
I have the runs.
You hear that, J-Bone? You hear that? That's what happens when you give me crap.
I was looking for one of the Steiners. I only saw one Steiner. The one I wanted wasn't there.
So Bay gets eliminated by Trey, I believe. He gets Josh ankle locks Bay. He's out. Willie Mack comes in. Mack is the last one in there. So now you're down to Acey has to come in. My bad. Yep. Trey and Alexander work on Willie. There's a lot of back and forth, and then I think Trey took out Mack. Am I right? I have my notes right here. Anybody remember that offhand? I think Trey took out Mack with the meteor.
Willie Mack took out. No, he got pinned by both.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Both guys were laying on top of him. I don't remember who was on top or on bottom or whatever.
I think Josh and then Trey was on top of him. Yeah. So Mack's out. And then, okay, I don't know about you guys, but Alicia, did you catch the way Ace came in? Like he came in.
Oh yeah.
I love it because it's like he's like runs a little, then he stops. He's like, this is gonna be easy. Yeah. That guy is such an artist. Because that little bit, right, where he comes out and he's like running a little bit, he stops like, I got this. And he like
that cocky energy just pours right off of him.
I love it. I love it because he shows. It just looks. He looked again. 23 years old, looks like a star.
He's a star.
He was just strutting like Scott Hall down in the ring.
Dude,
he radiates star.
He's a total star. That kid.
It's been a bangorama.
The whole career is a bangorama.
Okay, so far.
No, he's awesome. He looked like a star. And then once it was down to these three, Trey, Ace, and Josh, that means shit was on this. This was big time. This was like right. These are prime dudes who are just that's your next level right here. This is your next level. Absolutely. Right. So Mark, thoughts on that last three? Give me your wrap up on that.
Absolutely. I agree with you. Like these are three of our guys of the future. I also thought from Stryker, well, commentary was brilliant all night, but we got the best comment of the show from Stryker here when these guys were in the corner setting up Tower Doom spot. He says something like, this business gets a lot of, garbage or whatever. The business sucks, but this sport is awesome. And that's why I always call it a sport. And it was
what
like,
a line, huh?
Yeah, it was incredible because the action in the ring it matched so well. And the fact that it was three of our youngest, I mean, Ace is an absolute star. Josh is maybe the best pure wrestler on the planet. And Trey has so much passion. I've never seen anyone with as much passion as Trey Miguel. So you've got absolute stars here. I love this match. I hope Impact decides to keep this format. Let's see the knockouts do it. I have a feeling, this may be an X division geared specific style match because of the pace, but I'd love to see the knockouts take a rip at this and see what the match looks like.
Dude, what a take. I like that, man. Alicia, that's awesome.
I'm right there with you. That's super impressive.
Yeah,
Mark, Impact, get to it.
I think Mark, you got to put that out and let the listeners run with that one for sure. Yeah. Have a knockouts version of this. It would be fucking awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
Dude. Then we get to fantasy book who's going to be in it too. We'll do that on Sunday night.
I like it. I like that a lot. That's a great idea.
Even split up teams for this shit and just have them all. Yeah.
Great call. I really dig that. No, very cool. That was a great, but all these three went at it for a little bit, and then it ended with I believe Josh, Death Valley pile driver to Ace. Ace took the pin on this one.
Yes.
Yeah. Trey was outside the ring.
concern me a little bit about Ace. But I think but Bill, you pointed out something to me in the watch along.
Super X Cup.
Still got it. So
he can always cash it in. The one that worried me was Chris Bay exit. Because he went out before the end here. So I'm hoping maybe that means he's more in the world title picture than the X division.
He's in that in-between stage where they're keeping him in the mix on things, As long as the kid needs, you gotta keep him with promo time, keep him in front of our face. That's what the main thing you can do with him right now.
Oh yeah.
Build him up, yeah.
But
hey, give him Team Moose. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, Moose can just keep throwing them around in matches. He does that well.
He can do that too. We go next to the tag team title, the Knockouts tag team title match, which is Fire and Flava champions taking on Havok and Nevaeh. This one was interesting, Alicia.
Yes.
So, split crowd on this. Who's gonna win? We've had our thoughts on it, but go ahead and talk about this, feeling on it, anything.
Well, for one, I was really surprised with how it ended. But overall, because again, I didn't realize from the right from the beginning that it was the style of match that it was supposed to be. So when they started bringing the weapons in, I thought it was really good.
It got intense. It definitely got intense, which we were
to be a little more brutal though. It's like I feel like if you're gonna put Havok and Nevaeh in a match like this, there should have been like a little more brutality in it, especially on Havok's part. I mean, again, beautiful match. Both these teams were brilliant, but this kind of thing is Havok's ballpark.
Totally. That's where I think the two teams like Havok can go way more hardcore than the rest of them. That's the only difference that I see. Like where
they could put her in the men's division, and I feel like she would easily hold her own.
Yeah, I could see that, but and I think she was putting it out there, but yeah, just like I don't see any hardcore with the other ones, right? Like the other ones are more traditional, brawl, sneaky kind of thing, but Havok's like the hardcore one who can just really get violent because there's some weapons in here and whatnot. So, but yeah,
if you get Sue instead of Susan,
yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah.
But any more thoughts? I'll go to Mark. Mark, you're our next in line for knockouts analysis. I'm going to go to you on this next one.
I do agree that in the predictions that J-Bone and I did, I thought Havok and Nevaeh were going to win, even though it was the first defense for Fire and Flava, because of the stipulation and the fact that it was a tornado match. That everything about that screams Havok and Nevaeh. The fact that there weren't more weapons maybe in the ring, everyone was always in the ring at the same time. Like I thought the pacing was great. I thought all four worked well together, switching it up, like varying spots. But yeah, more weapons would have definitely favored Havok and Nevaeh. I still have a feeling we haven't seen the end of this. Like,
no.
I know we've seen a lot of it. I know it's gone on, but I can speak for myself, and maybe I think for Alicia, definitely. I'm not tired of this yet. I'm okay with seeing more of this. Like, if there's another match to be had here, I'm all for it. So I was a little bit shocked by the finish. I was happy about it. I was rooting for Fire and Flava. Give me one more. I don't know. Make an even crazier step and let him go all the hell out.
You know where
I feel like this one held back. Like I feel like
it did hold back a little bit,
even bigger than it was, and maybe that's because of the rest of the card. Maybe they didn't want to blow the rest of the card up by going all out here.
Plus, I think maybe it held back a little bit because there's something else. There's the third match to go here, right? And I'm thinking, off the top of my head, how cool would it be to see these four in a cage match?
Oh my God! Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, like final brutal. You can get sneak. You can. I mean, imagine the spots. Imagine the spots of Kiera and Tasha trying to escape, and then they're getting pulled down and yelling, like, "Oh, what the fuck are you doing?" Just like a
nice lockdown match,
right? Right. So I'm thinking, like, it could be kind of cool with a cage match to end it all.
We can't have lockdown until the lockdown's over, though.
Correct. Right. Or it's very fitting you have a pay-per-view called Lockdown.
Yes.
All this too.
Yeah, let's not. It's got bad. It's too soon.
Yeah. Jay, I'm not sure if it was you who missed the end or who missed the ending. You missed the end. The thing that happened at the end.
Nevaeh walk off.
Right. So Jay, set that up. What happened at the end? When
Nevaeh I missed it too because I was working on Twitch. You guys told me about it. I caught the how that match finished.
Yeah.
And that was cool. How Tasha Steelz ended up doing a net breaker on the sign that Nevaeh brought in the ring.
Yes.
See, and that's the thing. It's like you guys said that there should have been more weapons. The thing is, Kiera and Tasha were grabbing weapons and using them better than Havok and Nevaeh.
I just meant like throughout
crazy.
the whole thing, like
like more
right
consistent.
from the jump, like
Oh, I hear you. Well, if this happens again, I have absolutely no doubt that Nevaeh. Yeah, that there will be, probably even table spots and stuff like that. But yeah, crazy how it ended. How it just backfired on Nevaeh and Havok. I mean, I think it was Kiera Hogan even brought in a kendo stick and completely just even he cracked Havok like
she lit her up.
Yeah, cracked Havok like right in the face. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. So yeah, I mean, it was good. It was a great back and forth. And the way it was going for a while.
Practicing.
I have been practicing. I literally
every night.
I'll be just chilling in bed watching TV and just going.
I did that the other day, and my 12-year-old daughter was like, "Why do you know what that is? What are you doing?"
See, if I walk around the house and do that, Mrs. J-Bone's just gonna start throwing shit at me. But like, what are you doing? What is that? A fart? What is that?
Are you coughing? Or you have the hiccups? What's wrong with you?
It's a backwards brain fart.
But so Tasha catches Nevaeh with a cutter on that sign, and they retain. So still your knockouts tag champs.
Tasha's face at the end there. That's my girl in the victory with the pin.
Yes. They look like stars, man.
She looks like such a champ.
Oh my
man.
word!
God, Tasha Steelz.
Well, you were probably sweating because Tasha put up some really new photo shoot. You see her new photo shoot she put up?
Yeah,
I'm sure he did.
He
did.
He bought all the 8x10s.
All the 8x10 Patreon content, all that stuff.
8x10.
She looks great. She put up a whole new. There you go. That's good. No, she put up like a very. Not almost a glamour shot, but very beautiful photo shoot, man. Like she looks gorgeous in this photo shoot. She released 2-3 pictures of it, and she looks fantastic. So if you guys haven't seen that, go to her Twitter because she's Real T Steelz on Twitter. She looks fantastic. I knew that offhand way too easily, and I didn't mean to way too easily to know her Twitter.
big cartel / Tasha Steelz.
There you go. This is Mark's department. Mark, you plug the knockout stuff.
Whose uncle is this? If the 80s don't come back and get their uncle for real.
I think the uncle title, now that's transferred to Mark, that fits more. J-Bo, I think you might be off the hook with the old man stuff now. You might be okay.
I'll take the old man. Mark can take the uncle.
You could take the uncle. You could be the uncle. He's the grandpa.
J-Bone doesn't need a gimmick. J-Bone's gimmick is he's a nice guy with a big heart. You don't need a gimmick when that's who you are.
Not that Brian Alvarez gimmick.
No. J-Bone beat the shit out of Brian Alvarez.
I got a bigger. Well, I don't know about that, but I got a bigger heart than more brains. All right, so
I was really hoping that he said something other than bone in that sentence, somewhere replacement. I was really hoping. Thank you for saying heart instead of what I thought you were going to say, J-Bo.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
No, I don't want to get slapped. No.
There might be a child watching this. Okay, J-Bo, take it easy, will you? All right. Swan backstage, and he's happy to reveal that after talking to Impact Management, Moose has been banned from ringside from the match with Tommy. And he says, make no mistake about it, though, Tommy is in for the fight of his life tonight. Which I love how that statement plays into how Swan wrestled later. That's something, now that we saw it play out, very cool to how he dropped that hint. It was very, very interesting. The storytelling throughout was good.
Tommy did that same thing on TV.
That's right.
He's like, I'm going to work on that bad ankle. I'm going to go after it.
Yeah.
So this was long-term storytelling.
Respectful competition is what it was,
This is just how you this is just how you tell a story from beginning to end. This was textbook stuff. It's not like a brand new way of telling a story. You just don't see it done well often anymore because people want payoff so fast or they want flips and shit or whatever. But man, this was just really good classic wrestling storytelling and booking. Bravo to Impact for this entire Tommy Dreamer 50th birthday, gift from Rich Swann and coming from a doubter. Like, they delivered 100%.
It's funny because, like, I think at the beginning of all that, everybody was kind of skeptical of Tommy even having this title shot. Yeah. It's like, they're really going to do it. They're going to screw him out of it. They're going to find a way to get Moose in there. It wasn't believable that they're going to main event a show with Tommy. Like, a lot of people just thought it was like, like Bill, I think we even brought it up. Like, a lot of people were like, they'll find a way to screw him out of it and put Moose into it. It seemed like there's no way. But they built this amazing story that it's like by today, I think we were all like, fuck, I really want to see this match.
Hey, we were yelling it from the rooftop.
Match time!
It's true though. But build very well throughout the whole night, which I love that. But Rich was with Gia in the back, just kind of laying that down, like what he's going to do in the match, kind of hyping up what's going to happen later. So that was that. We go to the X Division title match, probably the most unexpected result of the night, I'm going to say.
Oh man.
Right. So TJ defended the title against Rohit with Shira in his corner. I don't know. I'm a sensitive spot for me. Anybody want to take this?
Good for you.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, wait a minute. All right, tough guy. You take it.
Well, I agree. I thought this was, I'll say what I even said during the reaction show we were doing.
Yes.
Going into the show, I thought Rohit had a very good chance to regain the title tonight.
Yes.
However, after the X Division #1 contenders match and Josh victorious, then I had a little change of heart here because last year, one of the matches of the year was TJP versus Josh Alexander. So now they can go back to that again because TJP's just been, no matter what, obviously he has fans, he has detractors, but his skill set in the ring is just fantastic, TJP. He works great matches with almost anyone on the roster, even not on the roster. But I had a feeling it may not be Rohit's night anymore. But obviously we see through this match, Shira's the bodyguard now. He's the heavy. He's outside the ring, but it does not work out for Rohit. And Rohit, let's just talk about, what did it go on 5 minutes before the bell rung? Because Rohit came out of here dialed up to 11. Dude, going after. He was hitting him with the big knee early. He was all over TJP. So it looked like, okay, maybe he's going to weaken him down and take over. But then once the match started, great back and forth. They had a great match. Rohit, TJP, they're on the top of their game right now. But if Shira, who tried to interfere, could have got it over on him, maybe.
It's like we all look so broken about this. We are. I'm like so. I think. Look,
you guys are counting it. You guys are already cashing in that X Division title.
Man. I had it all. I mean, because he came in guns blazing. He's all fucking knocking TJ. I mean, like you said, 5 minutes before the bell even rung. Like I was like, come on, man, this is his night. It's my boy's number.
Bring me fresh meat.
I had the congrats tweet and text already typed up in the draft, so I just had to hit go.
I had my picture chosen.
But you know what? It was a great match. Bottom line, Sanjay, this was a fantastic match.
They told a great story. Yeah, like when you guys said, Rohit came out there all guns blazing, made it look like it was gonna be his night, and it wasn't. But we had to get from start of the match to the end to find out, because man, this just might be one of Rohit's best matches that I have ever seen. So even though he lost here. And I mean, you might as well fire Shira right now and bring in that other guy you were talking about.
What the hell was this? Shira was there for insurance, was he not?
But like, you know what? He didn't do much either. He didn't. There was no presence. It was for a guy that big, no presence.
And like,
Isn't Odark? Because he's also owes my money?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he owes Rohit some money now.
You know, my again, and I'm not trying to harp on this too much. My only thing is like, I want more presence out of it. If you're going to be out there, I mean, he almost blended into the damn match. I was like, he almost is blending in back there. You know, I just feel like he didn't do much. I barely saw the guy, so I don't know. I want to. If you're gonna be out there, then let me know you're there.
Well, this should have been Rohit's. The insurance policy should have insured the win for Rohit. To what happens to Rohit? I'm not going to fantasy book it out, but like, I don't know where this leaves the story for Rohit. That's my biggest concern. I'm okay with him not gaining the title right now. I just don't see a story to continue. Whereas TJP got a clear story coming out of this.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens to Rohit, but I mean, I trust Impact always. Like I say, I know it'll be fine. Exactly. But so whatever, I'm allowed to bitch for right now. Damn it, Rohit's our guy. Like, man, God, it's Rohit. He's our boy. He's our dude. Like, he should be the champion.
I look at it this way. I think this is the end of the story for Rohit going after TJP, because this has been an ongoing story now for a few months now.
How about Manic, J-Bone?
Manic, that
I like the way you're thinking, Bill.
No, that was a little comedy piece thrown in the middle of the story. I don't think that's going to be an issue anymore. I mean, I'm sure he's got that mask all dry cleaned and ready to go, knowing TJP. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what's next for Rohit. He's got the muscle. We'll see what's next. I mean, there's. Well, look who won earlier. You know, Josh Alexander is the number one contender. That should be either the next story or, you know, Ace still has that cup. You know, so
Ace in that mix.
Things, look at it this way. Things are not going to get easier because Rohit's possibly done with TJP. Things for TJP are about to get a hell of a lot worse.
No, it should be fun either way. I'm just curious. I really am curious. What do you do with Rohit at this point? I don't know.
That's my worry. Yeah,
we'll see.
But you know what?
I'm not worried. They let him do everything like this up to this point. I'm so not worried about it.
I wouldn't mind seeing a short heel feud with Ace for that number one contender spot. That'd be kind of cool. Those two guys working together. That's a lot of personality.
Not a bad idea. We'll see.
A little tag team run with your favorite.
Possibly. That's being mentioned in there. I don't know. We'll see. We're being told to have patience. We'll have patience, right, Alicia? I mean, Alicia will keep us straight. She'll calm us down.
Hey, paid off in an X Division title.
Our body language. My body language did change though during. For some reason, talking about. I got like way like naturally
it's like downtrodden.
Oh my God,
I know.
Are we done?
It's just because we support.
You went back to 2020.
We support Rohit. That's all.
Yeah.
Bill, can we not say the name of that year, please?
It's all in good fun. All in good fun. No, all a good story to tell. That's all. Listen,
hey, you know what?
Yeah, one night, and then I quit the business for 18 years.
I did tonight, though. Tonight, Jake Something Star was on the rise tonight, though. So you win some, you lose some.
Absolutely. No, it's. I mean, like I don't like. I hate spoilers. I don't like jumping ahead. It's all part of the story. It's all part of the story, and we're all purely reacting to what we saw. That's all. Yeah, I'm all for waiting on it.
There's your feud right there.
That could be it. Bodyguards and the shit stirrers and bodyguards.
I'd like to see that.
I'd be down.
The shit stirrers and bodyguards feud. I like that. That's great because they are both like antagonists and they got their big men.
Yep.
Fuck, book that one. That's beautiful. I love that. That's a great idea.
Dude, just the mic skills for Rohit out front too, and Ace is solid on a mic too. The matchups in the ring are the Sean Diesel, like both on both sides.
Have matches where it's Ace and Rohit having a bunch, Shira and Fulton having a bunch of matches, tag team, mix.
I gotta see Fulton in some matches, bro.
Yeah, for real though.
Like I'm on edge at this point when they're gonna unleash that dude.
I know.
And then occasionally throw EY and Big Joe in there.
Yeah. Big Joe. By the way, Joe, just for anybody who hasn't seen it, Joe he's got the match on Explosion this week, and it's fucking nuts against him. It's against Shogun. It is brutal. beats the
Watch
shit
it.
out of Shogun. It's very
And that's available, I think, on the app, on the Impact Plus app,
It's
whether
available,
even at the free tier, right?
on the free tier as well. Yeah, and on Fight TV.
Explosion.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
there.
go.
So TJ still your champion.
Some love.
Yep, TJ still your champion, guys. Backstage, Gia is with Tommy, and he's filled with he's very emotional. He just can't wrap his head around it. He wants to give his fans one last career-defining match, and he starts crying. Very emotional Tommy Dreamer going on, and so very cool. I mean, look, again, building the story, Bill. They're really just they're really getting you hooked on this.
I have a lifetime of Tommy Dreamer under my belt, and it's I've seen Tommy Dreamer get emotional. It's like our very own J-Bone, and it's he tugs at the heartstrings. Tommy, he can get there, and but you can tell he's all about the business. He has his own promotion. He was the life, the inner heart of ECW, and he lives it. He lives and breathes this stuff, and you can tell how much this stuff means to him. So everybody giving him the birthday wishes, the match, you can tell he's genuinely touched by it, and it shows.
It's Tommy.
That's why we're all supporting Tommy tonight.
We love Tommy.
Yeah,
it's Tommy. Can't hate Tommy. Yeah, I love Tommy.
Nobody hates Tommy.
Nobody hates Tommy. If you hate Tommy, I'd love to know why. Like, I really want a good reason why.
Who on earth hates Tommy Dreamer?
I don't know. Communists?
Even they don't hate Tommy Dreamer. Everyone likes Tommy Dreamer.
He's told some great stories. I mean, some of the feuds he's had over the last couple years haven't been like, top of the card feuds, but I mean, man, the guy can still tell a story in the ring. He's something else.
Yeah, he's a man.
Respect.
Dude.
Respect
Tommy fucking Dreamer, man. Tommy fucking
legend.
That was
for a reason.
He is. Bill, you're a part of that chant in the ECW arena, Bill? When they used to add fucking in the middle of the guy's name, sometimes.
Maybe as a whippersnapper, maybe.
Tommy fucking Dreamer. But my favorite was they would add the word fucking in front of between Sabu. Sad fucking boo. Sad fucking boo.
It was pretty much everything at some point.
Even a 4-letter name you can add fuck to it. Sad fucking
pretty
boo.
much almost every wrestler had it into their name.
I'm waiting for someone to do that for me.
Jay fucking boo. Can we bring that back, guys? When we all get back to an Impact show, can we just start adding profanity?
You just know. Should we do it before J-Bone does it? The EC F and W shirt, TN F and I, or before he does ST F and P?
Yeah. J-Bone, we gotta beat you to this one. We need TN F and I.
I'll make it. Okay, I'll make it. I'll make it for TNI. TN F and I.
There we go.
All
right. Next one, knockouts match, Alicia. It's Deanna, Kimber, and Susan taking on Jazz, Jordan, and ODB. This was fucking great. This was fun as shit.
Oh yeah. Happy to see ODB.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was nice to see ODB.
A lot of bam.
She still lights the room up. Just her presence lights the room up.
Fun, man.
She's got that energy.
She does.
She's fun. Like she brings such a good element to that room. You're like, you want to hang out with ODB.
I was just gonna say that she gives me that vibe of someone I would actually want to chill with in real life because she's just like chill.
And ODB, she's like that bridge too, right? Like Jazz represents that time in wrestling when women were not on the card, right? She had to wrestle men in ECW. And then obviously Jordan is like the future and the present. And then ODB occupies that space in the middle where the knockouts created women's wrestling as we know it now. Like, I just thought it was a really nice generational picture, this entire trio.
That's a good point, man. You're right, though. That is really, that's a really good take. That's a great take, man. I like that a lot. And it encompassed all. And then you had Deanna on the other side. You had Deanna, Kimber. By the way, Alicia, Kimber killed it in this match. Again.
Yeah, of course.
Unsung hero constantly of the Knockouts division. She has not had a bad match since she came into the company.
Yes.
Like, bottom line, Kimber is literally like, she does so much shit. And I think, like, I don't want to say she doesn't get enough credit, but she doesn't get enough credit. I don't think she gets enough credit for how solid she's been. Because I swear, she's like the glue right now of like the Knockouts division. She's having, like, if you go back and just watch Kimberly match for like the last 6 months, every one of them's a hit.
That's why they made her your reliable TV bridge to the main.
Exactly.
Right? She set up every single feud for Deonna. Like, this is another, again, like kind of classic old wrestling formula, right? With like the bridge partner to get you to the main feud, and it gives you 3 months instead of 1 month for a feud or whatever. And Kimber's like, her work in the ring is so incredibly consistent. She's good every single match. So she's been an absolutely fantastic acquisition. You know, I didn't really know much about her before she came to Impact, but she's a solid hand all the way.
She's great, man. One thing I said, I think during the watch on, like, it'd be really awesome. Like Susan puts on like the gym shoes, right, for her matches. I'm like, it'd be really cool if she wore New Balance instead of like Adidas. Like, it'd just be way more fitting if she was rocking New Balance. I do love that. So I wish you, Susan online on Twitter, gold, absolute gold on Twitter, by the way. Like, she is completely Karen in her ultimate form, right, Alicia? That's the word.
Karen's ultimate form.
I love it. She's like, everything ends with "Trust me, I'm Susan," which I love.
She's gonna change it. It ain't gonna be Karen's anymore. They'll all be Susans.
They'll all be Susans. Can you imagine if we could shift that, turn that tide, and they're all Susans? That'd be awesome.
It's gonna happen.
I love it. No, this was another energetic match. Everybody looked great. Again, I think I said Kimber is such an MVP, and I just wait for her to get the day where she can get the breakout. Right now, she's teamed up. She's bodyguarding. She's doing dirty work. But man, when Kimber breaks out, Bill, she's gonna be a star, man. When they give her a solo run,
for sure. Like Kimber, she's done it throughout her, like Chikara. She was like she was their main champion.
Exactly. People forget about that. She was one of the first like women to hold like a title, like a company title in the last like 10 years, you know? Like Kimber had
was
that.
her Grand Prix championship, which was the top belt. Then obviously Shimmer, she's had great runs in Shimmer. So there's no doubt like her time will come. But I think obviously when you're the hand of the champ, the virtuosa, that's not a bad spot to be in. You know, eventually that's going to get you your run with the champ. So just in due time, the patience.
We're getting there. Guys. That's happening. Yeah. But this is just good shit.
And great spots here. We got to, once again, I just always got to promote Susan here because you had the sleeve pull off, which was fantastic. Then she had the eye gouge to Jazz. And for a second, I thought there might be some heat with Jordan and Jazz based on what happened, but they it seemed like everything was zang.
We'll find out on Tuesday. But
Susan. Go ahead, Jim. I was just going to say, Susan's in-ring cracks me up. The limitations, commentary has to sell it so hard. Her punches and looks of surprise. Very few real wrestling moves. Like, talk about smart to extend the life of your in-ring career, too. This is buying Su Yung. Like, how many more extra months or years in the ring of working a lighter style like that, too? Mm-hmm. Like, the whole thing's brilliant. Her capabilities are boundless, seemingly.
It's awesome,
absolutely. Yeah. The little comedic moments in there from Susan. Everybody waiting to see what she's going to do. I know we all were.
Oh, yeah.
And I would just want to comment on how great it was to see someone like Jazz in a match like this and just shine. You know, it just another time to appreciate Jazz being in this company. It's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Alicia, do you think we get an ODB? Like, is she tag teaming, or is she actually gonna do you think she might get like a solo run out of this?
I would like to see a solo run.
I'd like
to. Tag with, because Jazz is technically with Jordan, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
she is.
Who else could we put her with? Let's think about this.
Imagine if we do like you get the veteran team, right? Jazz.
Someone asked earlier, like, when's her and Eric Young getting back together and going for the belts?
They never technically lost them, did they? Did they forfeit them?
But were they retired or?
No,
I think they just disbanded the belts or whatever the term is.
That's her husband, though, man. That's her husband. They never got divorced. That's her hubby, though. That's her beau.
When I heard that ODB was coming back, I thought for sure they were just going to bring her in full-fledged heel and just tie her with Violent by Design. I'm like, man, that'd be perfect. I know a lot of people love ODB and she's such a fan favorite, but in going through some footage in covering the Knockouts month, man, I've seen her as a heel to the point where she busted a Jack Daniels bottle over Awesome Kong's head just to get a win.
That's true.
So I was like, so she's got it in her. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm still kind of hoping for it, but it's still great to see her back nonetheless.
I mean, I feel like we kind of get that setup coming out of this is the whole, even though it's been done, but the Deanna, kind of trash mouthing the older talent, and then you get Jazz and ODB with title shots via this entire storyline. At some point,
she's firing everybody up. She's letting them know, everybody know that she's on top, and she's just knocking everybody down one pin at a time.
That's true, man. We'll see. I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I wouldn't mind her getting a solo run though. I think it'd be kind of cool to her do something. But they tag team her and Jazz would be awesome. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, but Jazz is already spoken for. I like Jazz and Jordan together.
But maybe they go break Jordan back out to do solo shit. Go after Deanna.
X Division.
Yeah, I want Jordan in the X
Division.
I want Jordan in the X Division.
we need a girl in the X Division. We need a knockout to go to the X Division.
Someone who could do it, and I think Jordan
teased it before.
Yes,
throw her in there, man. Throw her in there.
Maybe when Taya comes back.
Oh, hold on, man. You better take care of that hope. But no, I'm with Alicia. I think it's time for a knockout to cross into the X Division and maybe hold the belt, man. That'd be awesome. That's never happened. It's never happened to this day. It's never happened.
21.
21 could be the year, man. Maybe it
should have been Trinity. Should have been you.
Should have been Trinity. We keep saying that. Trinity should have been the one to do it back in the day. Missed opportunity, Trinity. But I'm with that. If you break Jordan the X Division, go for it. I'm all for it. Just somebody. A knockout, it's time for the knockout to go in for sure. But Jazz, ODB, and Jordan do get the win on this one. Susan does tap to the STF, which was awesome. But so again, Susan loses nothing by losing here. I think it's just fitting for the character.
Yeah,
to just be like cowardice and whatnot.
Well, she's got a win already. I mean, she was happy to get her one win. She was ecstatic to get that win. So
she was.
Can't take it away from her.
Yeah. Right. We get a recap on the tag team title match that's coming up here, and now it's for the tag team titles. Good Brothers champions taking on Beer Guns, James Storm and Chris Sabin against Private Party with Matt Hardy. So
Hardy Party.
Let's go around the ring. I want to start with Jay because he watches AEW. Then we'll go to Mark because you guys are the AEW guys. So Jay, thoughts on this? The tie-in with everything going on Dynamite. Set this one up.
I was a little surprised that we didn't get any surprises, but I'm not complaining about it because I didn't put any weight on it. I felt like with everything that's been happening, tonight would have been a perfect night for that to happen.
Yes. It would have been, the setup was there for it.
Right. Especially with the way the Good Brothers have been behaving over in AEW. It would have been a prime time for someone to come in and screw up this title match. And given it's 3 teams, I'm pretty sure the no DQ was in effect. I don't know if it was officially said or not, but I know in a normal triple threat, it's no DQ. So, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. I know there was a lot of pressure on Private Party from Matt Hardy to come off with a win here and get those Impact tag titles and take them back to AEW with them. They couldn't stand up to the veteran presence that was in that ring tonight. They still had an amazing match. I don't want to slight them at all. They still looked great. They pulled off some great moves. I'm glad the titles, and I know we said this during the watch along, I'm glad that the titles stayed with our brand. That was one thing that we were I think we were a little worried about, honestly, the way things were going for a while. But we'll see what the aftermath of this one is. But yeah, great tag match. The Good Brothers looked like absolute stars here, and they came out on top. So I'm happy.
All right. Mark, I'm going to go to you on this because you also watch AEW. Thoughts
I
on
do.
Italian and all of it?
I do, and I am a Private Party fan. It was nice to see them over here. I thought somebody in the chat said it. This is possibly Private Party's best match. They looked really good. I'm a huge Mark Quinn fan because the dude knows how to spell his name. You don't see many that do. So a massive mark from Mark Quinn. He's got he has the best shooting star in wrestling currently, I think. So it was nice that he got to pull one off here. I thought that was really beautiful. Like Matt, who? No, but Mark Quinn's shooting star is what it's all about. I'm not surprised. I picked the Good Brothers to win. The way they've been being booked on AEW, they've gone over in the main event with pinfalls twice. There is no way they weren't going to retain here. To make them weak on their own brand would have just been they would have been absolutely the wrong call. I think you got more story coming out of this, Bill. You were absolutely right. Beer Guns put in this match to take the pin. I'm going to be, I enjoyed this match. I'll let the rest of the crew, come down on that decision. I don't know that it was to protect Private Party per se. I'm not sure what their future is, right? Like if we're even going to see Private Party again, or if they're just going to go back to AEW and we're going to start something with New Japan. I'm not really sure. It looks like a tag team tournament is what's being set up, if you ask me, across all the brands, right? With the announcement this evening, that's kind of what it feels like we're working towards, I think, is an interpromotional tag team tournament. But I enjoyed this match. I thought all three teams looked good. Yeah, no complaints from me. I didn't even have a problem with the decision.
I just can't get into Private Party. I just didn't think they had anything about them. Nothing stuck out to me. Nothing felt special about them to me. They didn't look like stars to me. The other two teams outdid them. Even the veteran guys.
They're such young, inexperienced guys. That's probably showing through a little bit.
I mean, that's how you grow, right? You get in a match like this, you grow, and
that's why Matt Hardy was placed. Yeah,
what's
exactly.
that they put him in?
They've got him with Matt,
and I think that's the point of it, right? To have him help them grow.
Yeah, when they're on Wednesdays, they can play tag with the Young Bucks. They can't do that with these teams.
I mean, yeah, and then I think the Good Brothers looked amazing here. That was super strong performance by them. It was. But yeah, go ahead. I'll shoot the Bill on this. Give me your thoughts. Give me your breakdown on this one. Let's really spend a few minutes on this.
Yeah, well, this obviously we originally just had the Good Brothers and Private Party, and I think we all thought Good Brothers win that match. Mm-hmm. Then they add the Beer Guns, and that got me worried. And what happened is why I was worried, that they got booked in this match just to take the fall, and James Storm particularly take the fall. Mm-hmm. And the way they had it, like it should have been Magic Killer 1, 2, 3 on a member of Private Party. But it wasn't. It was Private Party would have gotten the win if not for the subtle Carl Anderson tag in. So it made them look, and fair in saying, the fifth best tag team in AEW, 6 maybe.
Oh wow!
And it made them look almost on par with our top tag team that's main eventing their shows. I don't know. I don't know about that. They look too strong against two of the greats. I know and that's the reasoning is they're not really partners, Sabin and Storm. Like if it was against the Machine Guns, I'd be more livid about it. I'd be like, come on now, you can't do that to the Machine Guns. Or if it was if it was Beer Money or something like that. But okay, all right, it's a stretch, but it just seemed like they were put in there at the last minute because Private Party couldn't take a clean loss. And it just, I said it during the watch along. I don't want to, especially now that New Japan's coming next week. I don't want any of these. You got to book this certain way for the other company. You don't want that to become a trend. That killed Ring of Honor. So.
Yes, that's a good point. I don't want it to be like you sacrifice our company to just make everybody else happy, and it's like then our guys look weak. Because that's literally what happened with Ring of Honor. It's exactly what happened at Ring of Honor. That by the time those guys all left to do their own thing, Ring of Honor was made to look weak. It's like, well, who do you guys even have? Like who's even left here? So it worries me a little bit but at the same time, Storm is kind of there passing through. He's not contracted.
Yeah. And this isn't to say it's not open that this stuff can change. Cause I think we were other idea. Like who knows? Rich Swann, we were like, might lose the title to Kenny Omega, but then maybe Moose brings it back. Overall, okay. Like some of these things can work out if they're booked right, but just it seems like we'll see. Because I think like what's been alluded to, I think that might be the end of Private Party here.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's how you wanted them to go out.
Well, I mean, it's really just it was more exposure for them, if anything. But Alicia, you and I have probably been the most critical of like the crossover. What do you think about? I guess I didn't get sold on Private Party at all during all this. But any thoughts on?
I liked Private Party.
You do
Private Parts.
Private Party.
I like those too.
Great movie. Howard Stern.
Great movie. Yeah.
Because I saw them a bunch of times on the Independents, so I'm familiar with the team and everything. I like them. I just feel like they maybe need a little more build up. Maybe new ring gear or something that really puts them across as like a more up there team. Sorry, my words are escaping me.
I get what you're saying. They're just young and they don't look on the same level.
Right. It's not anything bad. I'm not trying to like put them down or anything.
They're an exciting young team.
They're exciting, and that's what I always loved about them on the indies. We'll just have to wait and see. They're young, and obviously they have a plan for them, and I feel like they could follow through and eventually be something great.
Could it be?
Oh, yeah.
Did they maybe rush it a little bit by putting them right into this tag title picture, though?
Yes.
Like maybe they should have went after a different team.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like they're young. Let's bring them under. Like, let's say they go after Sabin and Storm. Like, we hear you guys are the two veteran tag team guys in this company. We're gonna come take you out instead of like
make our names.
Yeah, make our names on the back of two of the best tag team champions the company
for
ever
the
had.
Belts directly, and then they don't win it, and I don't feel like that makes them look necessarily good.
Right, exactly.
So,
well, it's also keeping the home brand looking strong, but it also keeps the door open for more stuff to happen from AEW. And look what happened at the end of the show. Now we got New Japan coming in too. And it's big picture wise. They're telling a story here. So it's still good for us. It is not necessarily bad for AEW because Private Party is going to do a lot of growing with Matt Hardy and through this storyline. You know, they're developing because they were just squeaky clean baby face guys when they, this past year and a half in AEW. Now they're starting to change. Matt Hardy's starting to mold them into something, and a lot of that is happening on Impact Wrestling.
Where were they like baby faces before?
They were basically. Go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I was just gonna say agree with you, Jim. This is the most character development we've seen for Private Party anywhere.
Oh yeah, so it's the most over they've gotten. Impact has totally gotten them over. They've done wonders for them.
So I didn't know they were a top team over there. I didn't know what they're.
They're not a top team on the card.
Oh no,
but they're very, very over with the crowd. Their gimmick is over, and they're popular, but they're not, a main event tag team.
They're basically, because they've had a couple matches, I believe, with the Young Bucks, and I know the Young Bucks personally picked them out to come to AEW when they were building the roster. So I think they reminded the Young Bucks of themselves when they were younger, and that's also was a big draw for them.
Younger Bucks.
Younger
Bucks. Yeah, Younger Bucks. Yeah.
Generation We.
Yeah, so they are growing as a tag team, and it's interesting to watch Matt work with them. And there's a bigger picture to all this that you guys haven't seen yet. That's going on AEW as well. So it's okay. So you I'll say 2/5 maybe haven't seen it. So but it's interesting. It's very.
No, I get it, and I think it works out well for AEW. My issue was just that the Good Brothers are arguably the biggest act in Impact Wrestling.
Yes,
and I don't know if Private Party should have got that spot.
I'd agree
at this time.
Yeah.
I'd agree.
I think you're right in the too soon stuff like that because you get these issues with booking that match because of the AEW relationship for a team that shouldn't be on the same level of the Good Brothers.
That's what I'm saying. Bring them in. You could even kept beer guns with them and been a separate program altogether.
Impact's so good at building young talent, they're building another company's talent.
But yeah, no shit. But like, but like Alicia and I was the first one to say, like, it's weird that like the Impact hasn't gotten to have a receipt on AEW show at all, and people are like, well, it was Good Brothers there. I'm like, yeah, but that's like they're still their boys. Like they're still in like the other team. They got one foot on the other team. You know, that's the whole idea with the Good Brothers.
But you're not watching the show, okay? To see the Impact World Tag Titles held up on TV is pretty fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, when you see Doc Gallows waving between his legs,
as someone who's watching the TV. As someone who's watching it and a fan of both, okay, then I'll rephrase. As someone who watches both regularly from the beginning, it's awesome to see. It gives me a rush to see the Impact Tag Belts.
Well, that's one take.
So it's helping for somebody at least.
Alicia, you were saying something.
Oh no, I just said that's cool.
I'm like,
it's like a fucking bug or something.
Oh, I thought that was like your hand motion. Like,
no, sorry, no.
I don't like the tag titles. I don't like the tag titles.
It looked like Alicia was like, that comment stinks from over here.
Oh, that's bullshit. No, I don't. Whatever.
Like,
I don't
Mark,
know.
I smell your bullshit from fucking
No way, man. Dude, it's awesome seeing Impact go over.
It's nice to see the belts, but
it's like they're still Bullet Club guys anyway.
It's like AEW stole the belts.
Basically, it's what it looks like.
We're not allowed to come get them.
Right. We're not allowed to even try to come in the door.
We're not allowed to have our Tonys. We don't have Tonys, but whatever we've got, we're not allowed to go on theirs and promote our shit with our thick arms.
No, they're not thick arms.
Where is Ingrid to tell us to be
silly,
patient?
though.
I mean, where is Ingrid to tell us to be patient? Surely, okay, now New Japan is here.
He gave up.
Now New Japan's just entering. I mean, you guys are being awful impatient.
Awful impatient.
I'm impatient. It's been like 10 weeks. How is that impatient?
That's nothing in
That's
wrestling.
super patient.
That's nothing. We just got New Japan in the picture, man. We're gonna get AAA, and they're gonna keep dropping this stuff. And then when it all comes together a year from now, we're gonna have a year's worth of buildup. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, Mark.
Okay, I mean, I'll just all right.
Cocktail hour, brother.
Like you just state your opinion on something and someone goes, oh, you just got to be patient. It's like, yeah, I know, but in this very moment, this is what I'm thinking.
Sure, we haven't had our receipt yet, but when we get it, it's going to be that much more satisfying. It'll be mega satisfying,
and it's going to knock our foots in all our mouths. There we go.
I'll take the slap shot.
I'll be the first to eat crow when it happens.
I'll be the second to eat crawly. At least I have it first.
I don't even care if anybody eats crow. I just think it's fun. I think this is good times.
No, it's good.
Fun to be a wrestling fan.
In that sense, it's exciting to see what these companies are coming with. And if that means we're all going to be rubbing elbows with each other while WWE goes,
what's going on here?
We're going to be great.
That's
the beautiful part of it is there is unity amongst companies, bigger companies happening right now. And I feel like it's really important. So in that sense, I'm all for it. I like to be the one that hates everything at least once. That's me.
As long as this ends
it sounds like wrestling fans.
As long as this ends up with fair talent exchanges.
No, and I get what you're saying, Mark. Be patient. I'm with it.
Like,
Don't say I'm
not. I'm
not
excited. Like, I see no reason to shit on it because WWE sucks fuck and everybody knows it.
Now
we're getting what we've all asked for. So hey, man, this is awesome.
I haven't heard that line since Sonny Darko.
Dude, Bill's the man.
Good catch, Bill. My take is this: it's not like I love anticipation in the story. Like I love long-term storytelling shows. Like, I'm a big Lost nerd. You know what I mean? So like I love something.
Currently in a rewatch.
Be patient.
Yeah, I know. I get it. My only thing is you have to drop nuggets of it in between to let me know you're furthering the other column.
As long as this doesn't end like Lost did.
Yeah. No
the
Raiders,
Lost ending, you know what? I'm gonna do a whole show on that. The Lost ending is not as bad as people think if you really think about it. I'll break that one down. Anyway,
I'm in season 4 again right now. About to see that ending again. I'll tell you in a week.
I'm lost on the Lost thing. I never watched it.
Watch it.
It's worth it.
Jay. It's a great show.
Worth it.
All of you.
Is it on Netflix or?
I don't know. I don't have Netflix or Hulu anymore.
Hulu.
Hulu.
I don't know.
My only thing, like I said, my only thing is I don't mind. I love a long story. Stretch this fucker out till Bound for Glory. I don't care. I'm all for it. But
they're gonna.
I gotta get little nuggets of like. You gotta get a little couple of shots in there. Like, you know, I think back to the NWO WCW feud purely because the NWO would kill WCW all the time. But there'd be that one time where like WCW guy would get them, where DDP would get that cutter on, you know, he snuck that cutter on Hall and he ran out of the fucking ring. You're like, oh shit, we got one. You know, you need that one here and there.
Washington Generals.
Yeah, just give us one.
Wait, have they ever beat the Globetrotters?
A couple times. I'm in.
Really?
See, you got to do it once in a while. You got to give them a nugget.
So you're building my case. So what you're saying is when this happens on Dynamite, it's gonna be fucking dope.
It'll be dope, but like
it's gonna be dope.
My only gripe is that we're both.
Why take so long?
It's like it's been too much of a stretch without anything, though. That's the thing. It's like you need to have at least one thing in between, because they're blitzing us with Tony and the Good Brothers doing this, and Don and Kenny pinned our champion. It's like, how many fucking hits are you gonna take here?
Kenny pinning the champ. Kenny pinning the champ, I'll give you.
Yeah, we have no receipt. Zero receipt on that. Rich is on to something else.
If you're just turning us away at the gates, man, and being like, "Oh, you're not on the list," it's like, "Oh, okay."
That's what I've been saying. At least something where they don't let him in.
Just wait. Just remember what Don said.
I sound as bad as that Dave LaGreca guy. When I was making fun of him, J-Bone. Like, he gets so like, what's this old man getting so excited about wrestling for? Jesus Christ, calm the fuck down. Here I am doing the same goddamn thing. The show's over.
You gotta pay attention to the little things that Don says during like the press conferences, or the little things that he said like right after the pay-per-view at the first part of that Impact Wrestling episode. Those are the things you gotta pay attention, because Don's working all these little things behind the scenes, but we just gotta wait for all the story to play out.
How can I see it when his hand's invisible?
Good point. I want the answer. Somebody answer that.
No, it was the joke. It was the joke. He's the invisible hand. So how can we see what he's doing? He's got
Jiminy Christmas.
I got it.
I have seen that penis.
I'm fired.
Fired. Cutter Mike. You know, that is the first time I'm going to say it. Cutter Mike.
Because, like, I don't know, maybe we should start taking the "we can't see Cena" jokes and start applying them to Don Callis.
That's why I jokingly always do this when we're talking about.
I thought you were waving me off, like, shut up, bitch. Like,
no, I always.
You're so stupid.
No, the invisible hand needs to be more like that, though.
The puppeteer hand.
Yeah.
That's because I'm the WWE guy. That's why I always do this. It's
unbelievable. What happened? What happened here? Bill, straighten this out. Get
Chaos.
us back on track here.
Did we turn into pandas and then just...
Who booked this whole segment? Who booked all this? What, been like 20 minutes on this.
What are we?
Man, this is horrible.
Yes. What's even going on? What are we talking about?
It ain't no secret. I need a job.
All right. Back on track.
Main event.
Is that where we are?
I think we're on the main event.
Now we're going to it.
I hope.
I hope we didn't miss a match.
Storm gets pinned by Anderson. Good Brothers retain. Swinging belts and all. Got it.
Okay,
all right.
yes.
We're good.
All right. Okay.
We're good. Okay. All
We
right,
knew
main
that one
event.
was going to get us off track. That one.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Matt Hardy's pissed off at Private Party afterwards. Furious that they let him down. That's
Sweet
well,
pig.
that,
Poor Sweet
that might
pig.
go somewhere. All right, guys. Let's wrap it with this. The world title. Swan and Dreamer. A lot of emotions. Built up big time. Huge stuff. This was done very, very right. Let's just go around. Let's all get a take on this. Start with Bill. Go.
Oh no! This was everything you wanted this match to be. Perfectly paced, storyline, psychology, to a T. I'll tell you, early on, a couple minutes into the match, you get that spot outside the ring where Tommy dislocates the finger. And
great little tie-in. I love that.
Yeah, like that's unless he was more ambidextrous than I knew of. It looked pretty legit, that finger displacement. And I think any of us from the 80s appreciate Stryker with the loaded, come on, the lethal weapon, the analogy, going full Mel on that. It's like, you got to do it. You got to do it. Dr. Ross makes an appearance.
Dr. Ross makes
he
a
wants
run
to
in
throw
here.
him out.
Yeah.
with a sit down stoppage. Classic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
So-
Dr. Ross, he actually said Dr. Ross orthopedic surgery on his.
Yes.
Did it really?
It did.
Now, did the back say like Mike's Meat Shop?
No. By the way, I used to love the ECW paramedics that their back of their uniforms would say ECW damage control. Remember that, Bill?
Yes.
Like their jumpsuits would say ECW damage control, and they were the legit paramedics, and they didn't make them wear that.
That's
But,
cool, man. Yeah, get everybody in on it. I like it.
It's hilarious. But anyway, go on. Finish your thought.
But no, so you have that, but Tommy he gets the finger back straight. But then Rich Swann goes right on after it. The rest of the match.
That's the take. That's the interesting take here.
Yeah, so he works it. He gets physical with him, but Tommy gets some great offense in during this match. He doesn't go away. He doesn't go quietly into the night. We're watching the match, thinking maybe that does he go? Does he turn? Do we get that infamous Tommy heel turn? We don't. It goes straight. Rich does the craziness off the second rope to end it, and it was a great match. And for anyone that was skeptical, not only we know Tommy can cut up a promo. He's never lost that. We know he could tell a story. He did that. But you know what? He brought it in this match too. I'm not sure, like if he's like, you know what, that's my last world title match. I'm gonna really go for it. I got to imagine the locker room after that. It'd be great to get like one of those diaries that we used to see, kind of the reaction of the locker room.
That'd be good for this one. You're right, man. You're
That
right.
was the last one that Tessa won?
Yeah.
That's the last one I remember, yeah.
This is kind of the last of the original programming was like when all that stuff went down and before the...
Because that was a Fight
lockdowns.
Network series.
Yes.
Oh, it was.
Oh, okay.
There was a 2-part Sammy one. Sammy was 2 parts.
That was before Tessa's, though.
That was before Tessa's.
was
I
it,
feel
Sammy and
he
Friends?
did something. George,
No,
because that
there
was
was-
George Barbosa, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
it
the
was
diary, right.
diary thing, yeah, that would air on I think they're on Plus also, but they would air on the Twitch basically all the time. But there was like an Eddie one, Tessa, 2 Sammys, I forgot who else they did one. But
I
yeah,
think LAX had one.
LAX had one too. This would be a good one. Like this day or whatever, the story or the whole build on this would be really cool. I imagine because George can't travel for filming the stuff to Nashville. He's in Canada. He's in part of the Fight Network team, so he can't travel for. I'm assuming that's what it is. But that'd be cool. If maybe the Impact crew taped it. But yeah, that'd be neat. But yeah, just definitely a very interesting story. Mark, let me go to you on this.
This was my favorite match of the night.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it. All I'll say is there were a couple of times during the match where I believed that Tommy Dreamer could win, and that says everything about this match. Like, we were all skeptical. It's just how skeptical were you? Like, what level of skeptical were you? I was pretty skeptical. But in those flashes, like when he hit the DVD in the ring and he was in the middle of the ring, I actually jumped up and thought maybe Tommy Dreamer was going to win the Impact World title. Like,
I would have believed it.
Yeah,
I would believe,
just
I'm with
for-
you. Yeah.
for that second. And then there was another point. I don't remember when right now, but like I said, that's really all I need to say. The fact that it was credible and believable, it was Tommy Dreamer at 50. Hey man, that's my match of the night all day.
It had that kind of feel. Like there was a few pins where Rich was like, 2 9/10, like he kicked out. I'm like, oh shit, like he's really gonna fucking win this.
Yeah.
So
it was awesome.
Yeah, no, Alicia, you've made a good point. You would have believed it.
I would have believed it, absolutely. Tommy's a hell of a performer, and all these years he's been in the ring, he always just keeps showing us how passionate the man is with the
He
business.
loves it, man.
It's going to be a sad day the day the man retires, I'm going to tell you.
I hope this is not his last match.
I feel like something would have been said because it's such a big deal with Tommy, but I could be wrong. Fingers crossed that that's not the case. I'm going to knock on wood.
Yeah. We'll see. Jay, you're a big Tommy guy. Wrap this one up.
They told a hell of a story in the ring because, Tommy made reference to his leg, Rich Swann's surgically repaired leg. And he's like, I'm coming after that. Well, what do you know? Tommy had a whoops during the match and had a dislocated finger or hand or whatever. And hey, what do you know? Rich went right after that. And it's one thing that I talk about all the time is that classic limb work and telling that story. It's like, who's going to break first with all this going on during this match? And it was great to see. It was so much fun. And yeah, it did make you believe, they got to make you believe that either one could win. And they told that perfectly tonight. It was great. I loved it.
They like, you got Rich going after the hand, the pinky, Tommy going after the leg, storytelling, stretching each other. I mean, it's like neither one held back. I love that they were both so like friendship out the window, but props to Rich too, man. We cannot discount Rich on this either. Rich, he brought it. He brought everything we needed him to do. He looked like a star tonight, man. Rich looked like a true champ in this one tonight.
Rich not getting the credit he deserves.
Yeah, it's built around Tommy a lot. The whole thing, the whole thing set the time. But man, one doesn't go without the other. You need two to tango.
Yeah. Well, in today's modern wrestling, you have so few true baby faces. To get the opportunity to have two such strong baby faces working together, it reminds you of like the ultimate tenet of wrestling is that the belt is bigger than everything, right? Like that's what keeps kayfabe alive, is that the belt is the most important thing in the world, more than friendship, more than history. The fact that Rich immediately focused on Tommy's injury, says the belt is bigger than ours. The belt is everything. This is the world title. It means everything, right? And Tommy was going to do everything to get that belt.
Good segue into the post match now. So Rich does retain. Rich is still your champion. He hooks the leg 1, 2, 3 after the Phoenix Splash. Moose jumps in. Uranagi's both of them, takes them both out during a handshake between the guys. Takes them out. Show ends with him standing tall, both titles. A visual that Bill has been waiting for since the day that said Moose has signed with Impact Wrestling.
Were you a day one Moose guy, Bill? Day one?
Ring of Honor Moose.
I was Ring of Honor Moose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back in the day. Earlier than day one, in a sense.
Ditto.
Shit. Bill, you probably had his football card somewhere, I'm sure. Jersey, an Ojanaka jersey? Am I rocking that?
Maybe somewhere.
But they go off the air. Moose standing tall. You're set. This is it, right? Moose has his shot. It's a guaranteed shot. He's got it. Rich he's already got a guaranteed shot. That's your setup. You're in. Whether it's Rebellion, we don't know where it's going to be, but it is. We're on our way. So boom.
Yeah.
Moose off to the races.
He really worked on. Let's go over. He didn't just do the one move to Rich. He was taking that leg and he was running it, man.
And
so he put the chair down. He was trying to take him out. And the one chair in the building he gets. And he got that, and he took it to Rich. Like, Rich seems like he's probably out of commission for a little bit.
Yeah, in fact, I said during the watch along, saying I was like, hopefully he didn't knock Ingrid out of her chair to get the chair.
How much more shredded can Moose get?
What were you saying, Mark?
Oh, just how much more shredded can Moose get? He's like 0% body fat, 110% muscle.
He's looking healthy, bro.
God, man, oh man, he is just
eating his proteins.
I just don't know how much better looking he can get. He's peak performance right now.
Yeah, they got to make
like a world champion right there.
Right now.
Yeah, right now, like
right now. Yeah,
Willie Mack
get it on him now.
Right now.
Yes,
soundbite back, man.
God, again, no disrespect to Rich. I know we've been slighting him in the review, but man, get that belt on Moose.
Well, Alicia was saying, like, do it. You got to pull the trigger now. Like, the guy's at peak right now.
Yeah.
So you don't want to wait where it's like too late. Then that's it. But I mean, look, we're gearing for it. He went off the air tonight. Yeah. Both belts. Whether or not he wins, whatever it is, the guy's in the main shot right here. So post show, we get a teaser. All of a sudden, you start seeing these graphics and New Japan logos are popping up, which is something Impact fans thought they'd never see after the constant barrage of dirt sheets constantly telling us that, New Japan still pissed off at the way they handled what's his
Okada.
Okada.
10 years ago, they handled. Okay. I'm like, what did he do? Fucking kill his cat? They act like they killed his fucking cat for God's sake.
We saw Chris Bay work New Japan.
Well, yeah, that was pre that, but that
pre
was,
all this. They acted like
never again.
They acted like, oh my God. They gave him a storyline that New Japan is still mad at Impact. Like, give me a fucking break with this. Like, Bill, I mean, every dirt sheet was, they're still pissed off about Okada. It's like, okay, dude, it was one storyline and one character. I don't think they held that much of a grudge.
Yeah, Okada wasn't anything like he was now. Because remember, they had Nakamura, they had Tanahashi.
They had them all. What were you saying, Alicia?
That's the one that is holding the grudge.
Yeah.
And they're holding the grudge for.
Right. I think it's seriously.
That's proposed by one. Trent, do I got to play it?
Play it. Play it. You gotta play it because that's what it is. That's all.
It's one guy.
Play the goddamn.
For that fake wrestling news. Don't believe anything that you read on the internet.
That's what it is.
God. Why does he laugh like that?
Couldn't make it through one show.
That whole thought was because of
that son of a bitch.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
I love that clip though. I love the slow zoom in too. But that's what it is. It's not. And look, and we got the tease tonight. Juice Robinson, Dave Finlay, Finlay's son, are coming to Impact. Did they say Tuesday, Bill?
This Tuesday
for sure.
Yeah,
they'll be there.
Tuesday, excuse me.
Yeah,
Tuesday.
It's happening.
Crazy. Tuesday, we're getting New Japan logos are on Impact. So I would love for the dirt sheets to finally come back and whatever story they come up with and say some shit like, oh, I think they forgave him now. Or the fuck excuse they're going to come up with about how.
Oh, you know what it's going to be.
You know
what it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be thanks to the great Tony Khan.
Yeah.
He'll work with Impact because Tony Khan said so.
That's what's going to be, Alicia. They're gonna thank Tony. Like they're so up his ass. They're going to thank Tony Khan for repairing the whole thing.
Oh yeah. I'm also going to throw in that New Japan made an appearance on AEW before Impact as well.
Yeah. So there you go. Right. That's another one.
If we're just to throw that out there. Sorry.
I wonder if the deals. Honestly, we don't know though. I wonder if the deals are all together or if they're separate deals.
They've got big plans from this. So
yeah, I mean, I think so too. I think
they're all interconnected, and I think this again, like I said earlier, this is probably the smartest thing they could do right now.
Oh,
to take
absolutely.
down the giant.
And we've seen like even AAA. Like I'm wondering if this is going to truly open up.
Ooh,
everything.
Hey, think about like other companies.
Yeah,
amazing.
Could you just
Ring of
open
Honor?
it? Right. NWA.
You know what? Dead Punk. I gotta just say that.
You're
I gotta break up one comment here because it's interesting. We're not doing too many comments there, but this one caught my eye. I thought New Japan was still pissed about Team 3D dropping the IWGP belts to British Invasion on Impact TV. Without their I wonder if that's a big time because I don't believe the Okada shit at all.
I don't know that. I didn't know that.
I could see that because you fuck with their lineage at that point, right? Like you fuck with our title lineage now, and that's where I got a problem with you. That could very well be that's interesting. I'd love
that's a little bit more legit.
Yeah. That'd be more. I believe that more. You fucked with our titles, kind of thing. But not like, oh, you gave Okada a bad storyline when he was a rookie. It's like, give me a break. I didn't know his ass from the hole in the ground at the time. Shit, he was on US TV. I mean, J-Bone, you're quiet over there. You siding with somebody? Whose side are you on right now, Bone?
All I know is that while all this great stuff is happening between all three companies, slowly stories are coming together. There's some other company out there that's got more money than any of them all put together that's feeling kind of
pathetic,
obsolete.
They're like the kid at the party, at school, like, hey, would you guys come to my party on Friday, my birthday party on Friday? And the kid's like, oh man, I don't want to go to. Their parents are making them go to this party, and that's not the cool kid anymore, or that the cool kid in class. But you guys want to come to my birthday party on Saturday? He's like, no, nobody really wants to go to this party. They don't.
I'll pay you a lot of money.
I'll pay you to come to my party.
I was about to say they're draining the indies for party goers.
They're trying to build these international brands that are feeling and thinking,
Yeah, this is horrible.
But we're not here to bury them or anything. But it's more like you see everybody working together, doing some really interesting shit with the talent exchanges. That's the fun part. Talent exchanges are cool because. Like Juice and Finley coming over. Maybe that's an exchange because Bay and TJ were at New Japan a few months ago. So it's like, hey, you got them. Here's Finley and Juice. New Japan logos, credibility building, Yeah. So interesting stuff, guys. I think it's off to the races. New taping starts airing this week. So whatever happens.
For anyone who doesn't watch New Japan regularly, like myself, since it left Access. What should we expect from these guys? Are they good? Like I know Juice Robinson a little bit, but I don't know anything about David Finley.
I don't know anything about David Finley, but
they were a tag team a couple years ago, and then they brought Juice over to Ring of Honor for a half a year to a year, and tried to come up with another kind of like stable, and that went all wonky, and it just didn't really work. So they're going back to what worked before in New Japan. So that's good to see. I don't know a lot about the success of Finn Juice, but I know that they're comfortable together. So this should be fun.
Hey, listen, I'm all for it. I like Juice. He's a local guy. So I like Juice Robinson a lot.
Juice.
Saw him early on. He's a friend of AAW. He started at AAW, reinvented himself in Japan, doing some great stuff. I'm excited to see what he comes up with. Finley, I don't know much about. I know his dad really well. I don't know him. So either way, it's fresh. It's fresh for a lot of people. We'll see what happens.
Oh, Fit Finley is an absolute legend in the ring, and his son spending all this time in New Japan is just becoming a beast himself. And Juice is nothing to sneeze at either. He's really come a long way ever since leaving NXT several years ago.
Yeah.
Because they were just burying him, and he was like, well, screw this, I'm out of here. You guys are just going to stick a stupid gimmick on me. He went to New Japan and made something of himself.
I forgot. He did leave NXT. He walked out on them. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah, anyone trained by Fit Finley and raised by Fit Finley is bound to be at least good in the ring. So I'm looking forward to that.
Put him in there with Big Joe.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to see him getting murdered.
But that's the show, guys. That's No Surrender 2021. That's a action-packed show. We talked a lot about it, so we'll start wrapping it up. Let's get the plugs going. Let's start with Alicia. Where can they find you, Alicia?
You can find me under the handle Alicia B. Cakey on Twitter and Instagram.
Very cool. Mark, we're gonna get you.
Just on the Twitter, Mark World Order, MARKQ World Order.
Very cool. Bill, we're gonna get you.
Dave, you can get me on the Twitter and maybe even the Instagram at William M. Gardner, GARDNER.
And J-Bone, we're simulcasting this between TNI and Smash This podcast today. Smash's Twitch, both brands' YouTubes. That's what we do for the specials. Where can they get all that stuff normally?
So yeah, wherever you watch tonight, thank you so much for taking part, whether if it was subs, likes, bits, anything you did on Twitch or the YouTubes for both of our brands. Thank you so much. It's all love. It's very appreciated. It's just all, helping us grow, and you can find me on YouTube and Twitch and all the other socials, the Facebook, the Twitter box, and the Instanet, and also on audio for your bone on the go, anchor.fm/Smash This Podcast.
Very nice. Guys, you can get me at Trent Zuberi over on Twitter, also at Jaime Music on Twitter as well, and the BSB show, the Backstage Boys podcast, which I do with Basil, who is went from being Impact's photographer to now AEW's. We do a show together as well. 3 places to find me online as well. But this show, available at We Talk Impact on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Type in We Talk Impact. Or if you go on Google, I've noticed, guys, you start typing Total Nonstop. It says Total Nonstop Action Total Nonstop Deletion, Total Nonstop Impact. We come right up in amongst all those. So we are all in the mix. Just Google Total Nonstop Impact. Everything we do comes up on Google. So like all the feeds, we're available on all audio feeds, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Google Play, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon. Rate, review, subscribe, guys. YouTube.com/Total Nonstop Impact, Twitch.tv/Total Nonstop Impact. Don't forget to subscribe on both platforms, guys. Cheer, bits, sub, whatever, follow, whatever you want to do.
Trent, there's a special deal going on right now.
Yeah, what do you got? Yes, yeah. Plug the Twitch deal. Plug the Twitch deal. Go.
Yeah, right now they're offering a Valentine's Day promotion. Go to Amazon, get a Twitch gift card, $50. Put the code TwitchLove, one word, or as I like to say, TwitchLove, and you get $10 off.
What's happening?
You got to get yourself some TwitchLove.
It's officially Valentine's Day now.
You've stepped over the line now. You've taken it too far.
Get yourself some TwitchLove.
TwitchLove, baby. Go get that. Go get that gift card.
And you can use that gift card for subscriptions, for bits, for anything. So, hey, the way you look at it, it's $10 free. That's 2 months of TNI or Smash's podcast. Buy one of each.
There you go. You got 2 months for free, basically.
You can give them away too.
That's it.
We got a lot of very charitable folks.
Very much so. Thank you to everybody. Truck, I know, is the big one. He's Truck, Slowpoke. These guys are big Twitch gifters. So thank you guys for doing that today during the watch line and everything. So appreciate that. ProWrestlingTees.com/Total Nonstop Impact. Get your t-shirts. Get all those in there. Discord. The party continues in Discord throughout the off days. Links in the description, guys. Get on the Discord with us and hang out.
Can you send me the link to the Discord?
Yeah, somebody send it to Alicia and help her set this up already. Get her in there. Get her in the Discord.
Do you know the secret knock?
No.
Mark usually holds court in the Discord throughout.
I do.
Even though I'm part of the team, I'm not part of the.
I'll send you the link. Because I'll send you an invite.
There's a treehouse in Discord. There's a pizza room. There's old school TNA current.
And I like all those things. So
who doesn't?
What is it? A He-Man Woman Haters Club or something?
Well, there's a miscellaneous room.
Yeah, you can go in there too.
I mean, if that's your thing.
Whatever's your thing, it's in Discord. But guys, get in there, hang out throughout the week, whatever it is. But don't forget our show schedules now. This is the normal schedule. Every Tuesday is the post show. As soon as Impact on Access TV goes off the air, we go live. There's guests. We have this week coming up. We got Mean Gia Miller popping by for a little bit. She's going to be our guest to plug before the Impact. She'll be on for a few minutes. The Taxman from Grappling with Canada is going to be our guest reviewer on Tuesday as well. He'll be hanging out with us. And we might have another guest. We might have another surprise running. Impact just says, here, you're taking so-and-so. We say, whatever you want, man. We got it. So if we have another guest for Tuesday aside after Gia leaves, we'll let you guys know with enough time Tuesday afternoon. That'll be plugged on the We Talk Impact Twitter. Check that out. Also Thursdays, NWA TNA Throwback Show. We're on number 58 now, right, Bill? What are we on, 58?
58.
58, J-Bone. We've done this 58 weeks. This is nuts.
Oof. It's crazy. Yeah,
We're
just past a year. We got just less than a year to go. It's absolutely nuts. I'm loving it.
We're in August of 2003 doing TNA Throwbacks from the Asylum. If you're watching along with us, if you're not, Impact Plus, which you watched No Surrender on today, watch it on there. They're all available on Impact Plus. So hang out with us and watch them on Throwback. Sunday nights is the Impact Plus Weekly. We talk Explosion, take some questions, open up the forum, go from there. Real quick show, about a little under an hour. Try to top it at the hour on Sunday night. So that's the schedule. And then in between, all these little specials, breaking news.
And don't forget the co-stream on Tuesday.
That's right. You got to go plug the co-stream, Bill. Go ahead.
You got me, you got J-Bone. For the whole show, we stream it. Not like the reaction where you're seeing us react to it. You're watching Access TV on Twitch with us all night. So we'll have it there when they go to commercials. We usually go to mute time, and we'll discuss. But we get a good feedback in the chat. I know a lot of you guys are normally there. Same thing. Feel free to hop in there. We do it every Tuesday.
And we're not internationally blocked for all the people outside the U.S.
That's right.
So our UK, we know we got a lot of good UK contingent in there. So feel free. Watch it live with us.
Every night that TNI is not doing stuff, Smash's podcast is usually live.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. That's the other plug in here. when TNI's not doing it. Oh, J-Bone, we're co-streamer right now. What's the Smash schedule? Put that out real quick. We're on both platforms right now.
Mondays I'm doing Raw, and then Tuesday back to TNI. Wednesday come back to Smash for the AEW content. Thursdays throw back to TNI, and then Friday I'm doing SmackDown review, and then sometimes I do stuff on Saturday, sometimes I don't. So it just kind of depends on what everyone else is doing.
So every other brand that we don't cover, J-Bone's covering it basically.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Everything else. So I put J-Bone's
getting raw. The Bone's getting raw. He's smacking down.
And I'm also elite.
It's a Dynamite bone.
There he is, the Dynabone.
Dear God.
He's the Dynamo. But sorry, I said everything in between. J-Bone's got you covered with other stuff. So you want to keep hanging out? J-Bone's there too during the week, breaking everything else down.
And don't forget to this Tuesday, not with us, but on Access TV, if you have it, BTI, support John, Gia, the Iceman, Josh, for the debut of the new show this Tuesday.
There you go.
An hour before Impact.
That's right. So get on that, guys. That's going to be going on this week, coming up on Impact and Access TV. So jump on, guys. Support the new show. We want to show them that, hey, we like that they're doing this. It's fun that they're adding a new show. So hang out with BTI and then watch Impact and then hang out with us. It's a full block.
BTI to TNI.
BTI to TNI, exactly. BTI to Impact Next to TNI. You got a whole block of stuff going on, guys. So, all right. I think that's everything, right? Are we missing anything?
That's it.
That's it. All right, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. No Sir 2021 in the books. We appreciate it. Thank you all again for all the cheers, bits, follows, and subs. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Open Forum and Impact Plus Weekly. We'll put that out there on Twitter at We Talk Impact. Have a great night, everybody. Talk to you later.